What's up, Paul?
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Weather's kind of nasty here, but it is what it is.
Uh, it was kind of nasty last night, but looks like clear skies today.
Well, I went out and flew a ship this morning, and it wasn't bad. Then all of a sudden, it started turning really dark out to the west, and thunder and lightning and all kinds of stuff. And so that's what we've got going on right now.
Nothing really today. A lot going on out in the Pacific. The typhoon and tropical storm coming in, or into
So the tropical
Japan.
storm's going to hit Florida.
Now in Japan,
Oh, Japan.
and then there's two other hurricanes going on on the west coast down by Mexico, South America. Ain't nothing going on our side. Quiet. No, we didn't really have nothing last year, and it hasn't seemed to be too much this year. So
No.
they're going to be due at some point. So oh man. What's up, TJ?
What's up, Justin? Paul, how you
Hey,
doing?
TJ. TJ wakes up in the morning and says, "I'm still alive."
That's funny. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yep, 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 yep.
That's funny. That's funny. That's pretty good.
There it is.
Good morning, Brenda. Welcome to the laughing hour here with TJ. Come in and giggle away all your troubles right here. Watch as TJ just is tranquil to the world. It's like, hey, yeah.
God.
This is TJ's Church of Giggle. Worship at the Church of Giggle. Right, Justin?
Now, what's up, Brenda, Edward? I have no part in this fiasco.
You know, in some religions, they cross your heart and he just pats his heart.
God, man.
That's funny. That's pretty good. That's funny. That's pretty good.
How good is it, TJ?
Yeah, that's pretty
TJ's Church of the
good.
Eternal Giggling.
That's funny. That's funny. That's pretty good. That's funny. I got my big bowl of cereal this morning.
Watch the black hole pop in the middle of the screen.
That's funny. That's funny.
Joe's got the granddaughter again. It's Tuesday, so
Crack is real, kids.
it's hard to breathe and giggle at the same time, isn't it? And eat cereal. He keeps tossing his head back, trying to get the cereal out of his mouth.
That's funny. That's pretty good. Oh, that was good stuff. I know.
Yeah. Jesus.
That's funny. Oh, goodness. Ooh.
I don't know how you're eating cereal and giggling. Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of do it, I guess.
Is it at least not a chunky cereal so you're not like, choke on it?
No, it's actually Cheerios.
Oh, God, you're going to get Cheerios stuck in your throat.
Dre sighting. Draw sighting. Dre sighting. There's Lance and there's Joe.
What's up, Lance? Where'd Lance go?
Morning, guys.
Scaring them off again, Joe.
No.
But your
You
superior.
don't have you don't have your granddaughter this morning?
11 o'clock.
Oh, gotcha.
That's at least what I'm told.
No.
Got Lance shook with that superior flying of yours, Joe.
Not my flying anymore. John is the man.
Oh, he outdid you?
He went through the tugboat.
I thought he already did that a bunch of times.
No.
It is Johnny Lance. I dropped a third.
Hey,
No.
Joe, welcome to the Giggle Hour. Here we are.
No, we're not.
See Paul stirring up shit again.
Well, TJ's eating cereal out of a great big salad bowl, you know?
So what you're saying is the bowl he has for cereal is about the same size as the bowl you had for ice cream.
Yeah, yep. How's Lance doing today?
I'm good, Paul. I'm good.
You sound like you got a head cold or something.
No. Actually,
Just early in the morning. Okay.
and I take that back. I have been sick the last couple days. I'm getting over it.
Really?
Yeah, I was real sick on Friday.
Ah,
You didn't get COVID, did you?
I think I did. No, I don't think it was COVID, but it
No.
was a bad head cold.
well, when I'm not feeling
I-
good, what I follow what Joe tells me to do is I run over to Tim Hortons.
Get some donuts.
Oh, Joe tells you to go to the doctor and you don't listen.
Get
Right, Joe?
the Boston creams.
Mm,
Right, Joe?
yum.
No,
Joe says that's all I need is Boston creams.
No,
And
Joe
right,
tells,
I always do what Joe says.
and right from
Yeah,
there, you're going to go get your.
yeah, Joe tells you go to the doctors, you don't listen to him. Huh, Joe?
Well, he doesn't even listen to himself.
yeah, I don't.
Go,
I got chewed out last night,
Who chewed you out last night?
Justin.
why? Because you didn't
Told
go
him
to
I
the
said-
doctor?
Because you didn't go
I
to the
told him I
doctor.
had my third nosebleed in 5 days. And he says, well, why didn't you go to the doctor? I said, because I don't think it's anything serious.
You said,
I don't think it's serious.
I think you just need some nose spray. I think your nose is just dry.
Well, the
Just
biggest
like-
thing is the humidity in this house is about 15 degrees lower than it usually is. So something's going on with the air conditioner where it's working better.
Yeah,
And
I
it
think your nose
feels
is,
dry.
yeah, I think your nose is just dry.
Yeah.
It's bleeding because a lot of people get
Well, I
that.
got nasal spray. I started using it again last night just to see. I don't know. I'm giving y'all anything because Cleo stole. I made pancake eggs and sausage this morning,
Oh, nice.
and I had a little bit left to make, so I made a pancake and cut it up in 6 pieces for the dogs, right? So I threw a piece to Loki. He took it. Each one of them got one. I threw a second piece to Loki. Cleo spins around after she got her piece, spins around, runs over there, knocks him out the way, grabs his piece. Little bitch.
That's what TJ does with the dogs. Like, give it to me.
Gimme.
That's TJ's pancake.
Mine.
And he sounded like a gull.
Mine.
I got another one of them steaks in there, but I'm gonna wait a while to eat that one.
Okay, here's a question for you guys.
Now,
Yeah.
Are you ready for the question?
okay.
Yeah.
No.
Shake your head, yes. Okay, Paul's attentive. As a Part 107 drone pilot, are you required is the key word here, to log your flights?
Yes.
Yeah, they always suggest that you log your flights. Yes.
Oh,
No, is
so
it not a
Paul,
suggestion? Is
not a
it
suggestion,
mandatory?
Paul, not a suggestion, a
Is it a
requirement.
requirement?
A requirement.
He's
It
asking
is
if it's
not.
mandatory.
It is not a requirement.
No.
Oh.
It
you
is
don't.
suggested that you document your log, you log your flights. It is not a requirement.
So you don't have to if you don't want to.
That is correct.
Now,
Okay.
should
Thought you
you,
required,
for a
thought you required to have maintenance records though.
Nope, it is
Nope.
not either, Joe.
now, should you for professionalism reasons? Probably. Just to cover
You
your
for
own ass
safety,
if something happens.
maybe.
Yep. You know, and you could actually log that. If you were to get into a crash, I would probably log mine for sure. And I could do that. I mean, those that fly 107 oftentimes will log after the flight because they're not exactly sure they're going to be up 15 minutes, or they've deviated from their flight slightly because they've seen a flock of birds someplace and they had to get out of the area. Or, I mean, there's all kinds of different reasons why you would log afterwards as well, but it is not required.
And the other thing too is, Lance, most drones today, not all, not like the handheld or the handmade FPV drones, some of them do, some of them don't, have an internal log. They're every time you fly and turn it on, it logs.
Yep, that is correct.
Because that's why, you know, a lot of guys, like if they lose a drone or they have a flyaway or whatever, what they do is DJI or whoever the manufacturer is requests them for the electronic log, and that's what they justify or respond to.
Yeah, so the key there is required. It is not required. It is suggested,
Yep.
but not required.
Yep.
I remember when I was a kid, Paul, you might remember this, and Joe, it was suggested that we did not chew gum and ride our bicycles. It was not a requirement, but our parents said you don't want to chew gum and ride your bike because you don't want to swallow your gum.
Or walk and chew gum at the same time. I don't
No,
know.
that was your era. TJ.
Fucking lump me in there with TJ.
Oh, sorry, Justin. But if the
That
shoe
was just
fits,
That was just a TJ rule, not mine.
but if the shoe fits, Justin,
Walk and chew gum.
You're saying TJ and Justin wear the same shoes?
I got a size 12. I'll put right in your ass and scoop it up.
I got a size 9 to tells me you won't.
That's what I wear.
Mine's bigger than yours.
9.5.
I mean a 9mm. TJ didn't get that one.
Well, when I was young, Lance, I was always amazed at the kids. It wasn't me. Do you remember they used to sell bazooka bubble gums, the little ones?
Oh yeah, I
And
think they
they'd
still
stick-
have that these days.
They'd stick 8 or 10 of them in their mouth.
Go.
It's like they were chewing on a tennis ball.
Yep.
Oh, that's funny.
Go away. I gave you food. Get away. Go live somewhere else.
You ever notice, TJ, that Joe talks tough to them dogs, but them dogs really have him under their leash, you know?
Yeah.
Go live in another house.
Go live in another house.
Go get your dish and leave.
He tells them one thing and they
All
do,
y'all
it.
do, get your
They do
dishes and
they do
leave.
another thing. They just stand there and like look at him like, huh?
Watch this. Lily's coming. Go see. Go look for Lily. Oh, they were all of them yesterday. Gave me fits. The dogs were barking at her the whole time. She was barking back at the dogs. She was barking at me. my daughter says she thinks the reason all this is going on with Lily, she thinks she's getting a molar coming in.
Teething
I
is
said, no,
always the best.
I can tell you what the reason is. That every 5 minutes you're holding her at home. Need to put her ass down and let her do her own thing for a while. If I had somebody holding me like that, I'd want her to hold me all the time too. Right, TJ?
That's right.
Oh, finished the pictures last night. Got them all over there in a box. Got everything ready to go except I got the heads coming in today. The fat heads, the faces of the kids on the stick. So I'm gonna wait till probably today. It's probably gonna be tomorrow, and I'm gonna go bring them and give them out because tomorrow's it's the last Wednesday before they start playing. So the first game is Friday night at the stadium. That way I'll have all the stuff back to the parents before the first game.
How big are the heads?
18 by 20, 18 by 24.
Oh wow.
About
Kind of like a poster size.
18 inches by 24 inches, 2 feet by a foot and a half.
Oh, okay.
So what you do, and it's on the end of the stick. So they hold them up in the stadium and they got their kid's face, you know?
Yeah.
EJ asking another man how big his heads are.
Some giggles.
Yeah, my disclaimer's up good.
That's funny.
And I was told yesterday, one of my kids does have a torn ACL, so he's out for the season. So I had to refund $250 last night.
He still doesn't want the pictures?
Well, he's not gonna. He's gonna be on. He won't have any action shots for the year. He'll be on the sidelines with crutches, you know. See, I got some parents that tell me just take all the pictures you can of him on the sideline with his friends. Some people do that, you know. Because I had that happened a couple years ago with one of them. He got hurt in the middle, about the third game of the season. She says, "No," she says, "we paid you. Just whatever you can take of him with his friends and team, take him. You know, because it's still part of the year." Yeah, and I still got that freshman that's hurt. That's got a strained ACL. And I asked the parents what she wanted. She said, "Hold off. He may be able to play the last 4 games. Just do me a favor. Everything you can find him in on the sidelines, take pictures of him, because that's part of his freshman season." So that's only 150. She said she didn't even want the refund back. I said, "Let me see what's
memories."
Yeah, and that's what she said. She said, "I want him to have those memories, even though he's hurt right now, because he's still talking to his friends. He's still going to the games, you know, because he's still part of the team. You know, Ashton, the other guy, is going to be part of the team too. He's going to be out there. You know, so what I'm going to do, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. When he's out there, I'll take pictures of him and post them. Then she, instead of her paying the $250, she could be paying more if she buys them. He may not want them. You know, the grandfather was saying that he was going to try to play through it because he'll never play again after this year because he doesn't plan on playing sports anymore. But they said they're going to have to go in and do surgery because it's really torn bad. So that blew that idea. They were going to brace him and tape it up and see what he could do. Because they got people that do that all the time. That'll strain it real bad. They'll brace him up real good and he'll play the season. But hey, that's part of the way it is. As soon as she mentioned it, I sent it right back. And she told me, she was sorry about all that. You're the best. You know, that's the way I want them to think of me. That's how I do business. I'm not going to sit on it. You know, I'd rather give it back. I got to find this one address to this one woman. I got to order a picture. I forgot to order.
Orange. There you go. Hopefully the weather will be good for you.
Well, when I'm getting down to the last few pictures when I'm doing these orders, it's just sometimes don't look like I've got the order right at the end. And I'm short things. And I was freaking out yesterday because I had 6 buttons for one kid, and then I had two 5x7s, 8 wallets, and I couldn't find his order. I was saying, where the hell does it come from? I couldn't find him because he wasn't on my sheet. I forgot to put him on my sheet. What it was an envelope somebody handed me. The coach handed me like the day I ordered that the kid turned in, and when I picked up the envelope, it was sitting right on top. It had me freaking out because I didn't know why I ordered it. Look at this real quick.
So what you up to today, Justin?
Not much right now.
uh,
Whole lot. What are you doing today?
is everybody still sleeping, or are the kids at school?
Yeah, everybody's at school at the moment.
And I work today, but I don't go until later this afternoon, so I'm just kind of hanging out for now. Then I'm off Friday and Saturday as usual.
TJ, I heard a rumor
Huh.
that when your wife is by herself and she's asked, "Where's TJ?" she says, "Oh, he's in school."
He's in school. No, it's the other way around. She's at school. I'm here.
Okay.
uh,
Mark's here.
What's up, Mark?
Come on.
Good morning, Mark. Hey, TJ, what did your wife do?
No, yeah, she's at work right now.
Stop.
Yeah, but she's
Oh,
a
what does
teacher.
she do?
She's a teacher. She was teaching 4th grade, but she didn't really like it because the kids were too obnoxious.
Oh,
So she went and talked to her principal and told her what was going on, and so she's teaching 1st grade now.
Tell her that's
No,
every grade.
I'm sorry, kindergarten. Kindergarten.
Tell her
My
that's
wife-
every grade.
My wife teaches 1st grade.
Oh, okay.
Means you have to teach them everything in kindergarten.
She made Play-Doh yesterday for the kids, so I guess she had brought it to school for them to play with.
Yeah, what my wife does is she makes Play-Doh and it's white, but she puts dye on the inside.
Yeah.
An egg, and then the kids take it out of it, and she makes 26 different ones, and then she hands them to the kids, and the kids take them out, and
Oh, nice.
and they really like. So maybe a hint to tell your wife.
Well, she does well, I don't know. Does yours ever make edible Play-Doh? Like I've heard that you
Well,
can
at
make.
that age, CJ, all Play-Doh's edible.
I guess so. I guess so.
I mean, Play-Doh is edible though, because it's usually made out of non-toxic materials anyway. Like
Yeah.
flour, and Elmer's glue does not have anything that's deadly in it, because they obviously, a lot of school kids use Elmer's glue, so they don't put
Yeah.
any kind of shit in it. I think it's just made out of like some different household stuff. 'Cause you
That's
can
like
make Elmer's glue at home.
Hi, Jody.
that's like that scene when Adam Sandler had to repeat all the grades of school, and he's like sitting there eating all the glue in that container.
But you want to
I
bet
think-
TJ was asking his wife why she didn't bring him any Play-Doh home.
I think it's really
Where's
good
all
of
the
TJ
Play-Doh? I
to give.
want some Play-Doh too.
Yeah, I think it's really good of TJ to give his wife all that practice about first graders.
I'll give TJ credit, 4th grade at least.
That's pretty good.
That's just like
good
slime. No, if you look up how to make Play-Doh, it's all non-toxic stuff. Technically, you
Yeah.
could eat it, and it's not really going
You can make Play-Doh?
Might upset your stomach. Yeah, it's all non-toxic household. A lot of
Well,
it's
Mark's
cooking
showing
stuff.
us a picture of a young gal. Her kids are eating multicolored Play-Doh and they shit all over her.
What?
I don't remember that.
There's
No,
shit all
but-
over.
I mean, you might upset your stomach, but you can eat Play-Doh. It's not going to hurt you. Might clog you up a little bit too.
Yeah, it's like the glue we were using early school that was
Yeah,
all with
Elmer's glue.
flour and water.
Yeah, Elmer's glue. You can make it at home. Yeah. So a lot of kids make slime out of is Elmer's glue, but they make all that stuff non-toxic because it's always more of a kids-based product. Even the Elmer's glue gets used by millions of students around the world every year. You know, especially with elementary school students, because they use them to make projects and all that kind of crap.
Now, Lance teaches high school, doesn't he?
Paper mache.
Yes,
Lance is from the same man.
yes, Lance is high school.
High school.
Yes, high school.
Well, that's a different set of dishes there, high school.
Put me in a high school and I end up punching somebody in the face.
So what you're saying, Justin, is you were a problem child in high school?
No, what I'm saying is I would have about one time a student step up to me and I'd knock them the hell out. I don't have the patience for that. Ask my kids. They don't fucking talk back to me. I don't have patience for that kind of crap. Why do you think as soon as their mom tells them they're going to come tell me, they're like, no, 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 no. They know better. I don't put up with that crap.
Anybody got time for that?
Parties and cell phones are the
Oh, cell phones are an issue in high school, I'll bet, yeah.
they want to watch TikTok and not
How often do you catch a kid using their cell phone in your class?
30 kids, 27 having them out the entire period.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Have you ever thought about getting a an electronic cell phone blocker and turn it on in classroom?
Oh, that would be funny.
Oh, you could, but technically those are illegal in the U.S.
Yeah, but short range ones are not. You can get them.
No, go look up on Amazon and stuff. You cannot buy those. They're illegal. A jammer are 100% illegal. Now, there does not to say that people don't make them or get a hold of them, because you can buy them from China illegally and have them shipped over here. I've seen people do videos on them, but yeah, they're not legal. There was a guy that was turning it on a bus every day. He would get on a public bus. This guy, I think it was in LA or somewhere, but he was tired of people talking on their phones on the bus, and he got a hold of one from China, and he was turning it on every day, and it was screwing with the bus's communications and everybody's cell phones. Well, they started noticing every time this guy got on the bus is how it was happening, and they ended up catching him with it. Police arrested him and found out that he had it on him because it was blocking
Okay,
people's
but
cell signals and the radio signals and everything. No, you're not allowed to have jammers. You can get in a
say
lot
that
of
again.
trouble if you get caught with one of those.
Okay.
There's some here on Amazon. There's like one for like I don't
What
know,
is it?
60.
Okay.
Hold on.
Is it short range one?
Hold on.
They're not all
That's not a jammer.
they're not all that keen on them because
So like these two right here.
Those are boosters.
Yeah, those are boosters to boost your cell signal. Those aren't illegal.
Oh,
you get
can buy
car
those.
thieves using them to block the GPS on trackers.
No, yeah, I'm telling you,
Oh,
if
yeah.
you find one on eBay, probably eBay it would be your best place to try to find one. But I guarantee you that they're not allowed to be selling it on there. And then there's some third party sellers that will rename shit so it looks like a different product, but it's really not. So they're not going to put it as a signal jammer. They're going to put it as like, they'll rename it something else and give it some fancy name, to get around like eBay's rules and shit. But then people that know what they're looking for will know what it is, But you can build one if you know what you're doing. I mean, but you have to really understand what you got to know what parts to use, and there's a lot of soldering and shit like that and components. You got to know what you're doing. The average person isn't going to build one. No, those signal boosters, you can get those from your cell net, your cell carrier. They
Oh
sell them.
yeah.
What it is for people like either that are in RVs, or say you just happen to live in an area where you get really shitty cell signal.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
buy
yeah.
one of those and it will connect to yours and whoever's cell phone in your house, and it will boost your signal to the tower. And especially with everybody being on 5G now, a lot of people get really shitty signals in their houses. A lot of people are using those because of that. Because 5G doesn't really go through buildings very well.
Right now I've got 2 bars, so I guess I'm all right.
Dude, when I was in the house here and I used to be on 4G, I would have 4 bars. I'm lucky to get 2 bars in the house now. But if I walk outside, it will go right up to 4 or 5.
Yeah.
The minute I come in the house, it drops down to 1 or 2. It usually is at 1. So I just stay on Wi-Fi when I'm in the house. That technology will get improved over the years. I mean, they kind of have to, right? Because they bank their entire networks on 5G, so they kind of have to keep moving forward with it. Otherwise, they're going to lose billions of dollars. I remember when there was only a couple cities you could get 5G in when they were first testing it. There was like 2 or 3 cities in the US that were test cities, and you could get 5G while you were in the city. And then they started expanding it out everywhere. I think they've gotten rid of 3G over here. I think that's all but gone now. See what the temperature is here. It
Jody
is,
said it's like 105 to 110, the heat index today.
it's 85 here. It feels like 98 with 83% humidity.
See what ours is. Oop.
I wouldn't be. You should be a little warmer than me.
Yeah.
Well, should, but you're closer to the coast than I am too.
Yeah, it says 86. It feels like 100.
Yeah, you're a little warmer than me. Not much, but you guys are usually a few degrees warmer than us. And then if you go up farther north of me, like where the Teeny Martini bar is, they're
Yeah.
usually 5 or 6 degrees cooler than us. Usually.
That's crazy how different parts of Florida are like different temperatures and stuff, but I kind of feel like it should be the same.
Yeah, but look how long Florida is.
Yeah.
You put Florida up against the East Coast, it would span most of the East Coast. Well, plus, the farther you go down, the closer you're getting to the equator and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah, true.
Change is different. Yeah, it's pretty warm out right now. I just came out on the back porch. Yeah, it's pretty warm out here.
Ooh.
You got to go to work today, TJ? Later on?
Yeah, I don't go until this afternoon, so.
Dude, I hated afternoon shifts. You'd be sitting around all morning, knowing you got to
Yeah.
go to work later.
Yeah, but it's kind of nice though. Like I got up. You don't really have to get up super early when you have to go in the afternoon. But I get up early anyway because I find my back like bothers me in the middle of the night, so I just get up and come downstairs and lay on the couch for a while.
Yeah, I've been waking up. I got to get some new pillows because I've been waking up with fucking neck pain every morning.
Yeah, there's those ones that oh, what are they called? They're like
Oh,
like
yeah,
for your
you know.
Oh God.
they're like the
Like,
neck
you know,
pillows.
yeah.
The neck pillows where it just kind of does one of these things, like it like
Yeah,
fits your
you know.
neck. Let's see.
Did you catch that, Justin?
Yeah.
Let's look
You
again.
know.
Talking about the neck pillows.
Yeah.
To conform to your body more.
Yeah.
Orthopedic pillows.
Yeah, you know, those things, you know.
Those things.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want one of those purple pillows. I want to try one of those.
Oh yeah, the purple pillows. Yeah, those are good.
Everybody says those are really good, but their shit is expensive, man. A
These
purple
look
mattress will run you like fucking at least $1,000, if not more.
These right here look pretty comfortable.
Yeah, I can't warrant spending $1,000 on a blooming mattress.
I mean, I could if it's one that's gonna last a long time and it's comfortable.
And then this one
Because
right here.
I've had cheap mattresses that, after a year or two, they start dipping real bad in the middle.
Yeah.
And then I've had really expensive mattresses over the years that lasted, 5 or 7 years before they started doing that.
Mm.
I don't know. If I could get at least 8 years out of a mattress, I could pay that much for one. I could see paying that much for one.
I mean, I just buy an ordinary cheap mattress and then shove a couple of memory foam toppers on top of it.
I did that before on one that me and Sarah had. We bought a cheap mattress was about 8 years ago. And after about a year and a half, it started dipping real bad in the middle. But even after putting the memory foam pads on it, you could still feel that dip with both of us on the mattress. Because it felt like we were both like getting pushed into each other in the middle of the mattress at night. So I just got annoyed by it. I got frustrated with it after a while and ended up going and getting a 10-inch thick memory foam mattress. And that one we still have it, but it's in the storage unit because it's way too big for our room. It's a big ass king size one. It would take up most of our room. Like, it's big.
On my bed king
You were
size.
talking about the purple pillow. I want to try the purple mattress.
They say it's really comfortable. I just have never slept on one, so I don't know. Then they have bigger
They
ones
always
than a king. I think it's they have a California king, and then there's an Alaska king, I think it's called. And that
Yeah,
one's
there was-
really big.
They always do like the test with the purple mattress where they drop the eggs on it. Like, oh, this egg is not going to get damaged if you drop it on here.
No, the do what, Mark?
I should hope it wouldn't get damaged dropping it on a mattress. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
'cause
I
I think
think the
think what it
purple
was-
one is sitting on it.
Well, I think what it was they showed. I remember like a long time ago they taped a couple of eggs to like a person or maybe like on a dummy or something, and then they dropped it like on the mattress, and they sat the dummy up, and the eggs weren't cracked at all. So
All
No,
right.
there was a bunch of them where they put eggs on the mattresses and sat on them. Show you it wouldn't break, but the eggs themselves are already actually a lot stronger than you think. Like, you can
Yeah.
hold an egg in your hand and squeeze the living shit out of it if you cup it in
Yeah,
your
so
hand.
long as you're doing it the right way.
Right,
The longest way, not the short way.
right,
They're very
and
fragile on the shortest distance, but they're as strong as hell on the longest distance.
right,
yeah,
and you
if
don't
you-
put. But I've had people do that test, but they end up digging their fingers into it when they're squeezing it, and that's what breaks it. But if you cup it and you just don't put your fingertips into it and you squeeze the shit out of an egg, dude, it's hard to break. It almost will not break.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, because I think I've done that before, where you hold like squeeze an egg like long ways, and it wouldn't break. But then I did it long ways, and I just said, "Swap," and that thing just like went everywhere.
Mm.
When I was in school, we did one of those challenges where you had to build like a case for an egg, and then they dropped it off the roof to see if it broke.
Oh yeah.
And so you had to come
That
up with
was
a
Johnny
design.
calling to brag.
What did he say? What did he say?
No, he was saying that he was thinking about going back through the thing backwards, and he changed his mind. Then he went around the front, and they got these two little circles, and I saw that part where he went and he got right by the circle like he was going to go through the circle, and he changed his mind. But he said he wasn't planning on going through it. When he went underneath the house and came across, he said he saw a whole different angle. And I hadn't seen that angle either because we never fly that low that way.
How do you fly
And
it
he said
backwards?
when he saw that
Like,
angle, that's why he went.
I'd be scared to fly backwards. And
No, I'm
like,
gonna
if-
give
Well,
Johnny a
you gotta
challenge.
check your rear view mirrors.
I got a challenge for Johnny. If he goes through it backwards and makes it through, Joe and Lance have to sell their Avadas. 'Cause at that point, you guys are done.
Well, I tell you what I told him we're gonna do. We're gonna go get on the tugboat. We're gonna go get there, and then we're gonna do like a green screen thing, and we're gonna hold the Levatas, and we're gonna put them through every little crack there is, and make it look like we flew it through.
Just reverse the video. Just make sure there's nothing in the video that's going to be going backwards.
Yeah.
Make sure there's no boat out in the water that looks like it's going backwards in the video.
Yeah, you get a seagull flying backwards. Yeah.
Look at that seagull. He's an acro.
Yeah.
I can see
He's
you
in acro
using
mode.
AI and putting a seagull head on top of your drone, going like this, and
Yeah. Well, DJI put out one the other day with Avata 2. I thought it was perfect. They had a flat stick on underneath the Avata, taped to it, and they had the GoPro on the top, and they had a Superman figure with the cape on the front. And when they
Oh
were
yeah,
filming, they were
I
filming
saw,
it with
I saw
the
that.
GoPro,
I
and all you
saw
saw
that.
was a Superman turning and the cape moving. That was beautiful.
Yeah, yeah, I saw that. I saw it on Facebook one day, just going through there because they had like the different videos and stuff like
Mhm.
at the top. And then
That's
I
pretty.
saw one where they put a GoPro on top of the Avata 2, but then they had Woody and Buzz Lightyear flying at the same time.
Woody and Buzz?
Ariel, what's up?
Yeah, Woody and Buzz Lightyear. That was kind of funny.
Oh, I've forgotten his name.
Upper State. Let's see.
Look, I'll even sweeten the deal for you, Johnny, if you're listening. If you go through it backwards, Joe has to give you his Avata for $1. Just for tax purposes, you know.
The one that's at the bottom of the river, lake.
$824. That's the date. 3 days ago. Trying to find a freaking email from 3 days ago that's got an address on it for a customer. If I got the order, and I can't find that email for shit.
Mark, I have a list of names for everyone. Ooh. See? I know Art and
Disappearing for a bit. I think my nurse is here for me dressing.
Art and what's his name? Oh, for fuck's sake. Lloyd, yeah, they actually write people's names down as they have a list and they write people's names down so they remember who everybody is.
Yeah. That's what
yeah.
That's what Johnny should make, like a whole list of like everybody's name beside their.
Well, technically, if you think about it,
because I always thought, Mr. Crowley, right? I always thought his name was, or I did, and Ray thought his name was Sid, but I think it's Sean or John or somebody.
Yeah, but if you look on that picture that Scott did, the picture from the drone meetup of all the pilots, that right there will give you a list of most people's names because he puts the names with their channel names.
Yeah.
Is it on his YouTube page or his Facebook page or where is it?
Oh, the picture that had all the pilots on it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
If you look at the bottom, there it shows their channel names and then their names next to it.
Oh,
So
yeah.
right there will give you a majority of people's names. Not everybody's on there because obviously some people haven't been on camera. So he
Yeah.
doesn't have a picture of their face, but yeah, if you look on there, you can get a majority of people's names.
Right.
You can make a master list off of that and then just add to it as you're going. And his name is Mike.
Oh, Mr. Crowley?
No, Copper States.
Oh.
Because Mark said he couldn't remember his name. Yeah, but like I said, technically you could take Scott's latest one he did and make a list off of that, and then you just add to people as you run across them.
The one with fisheye on it, because that was his latest one, the one that he had at
Yeah.
the meetup.
And Scott does have a virtual copy of that you can request from him, and he'll send you the file for it.
Yeah, that's
And
what
you
that's
can
because when I was there, I forgot to grab a poster, and I just had him send me the link so I could take it to Staples to have him make me I had him send me the file, and so I can take it to Staples to have him print me off a poster.
You don't even have to go to Staples. I mean, if you really wanted to do a really nice one, you go to like Walmart and you have them do a canvas picture for you.
Yeah.
They'll take
Yeah.
the print and they'll print it out on a piece of canvas for you and actually frame it and everything for you right there in the store.
Huh.
Or they'll ship it off and have it sent and done for you. They do some canvases there in the store, but then the other ones they'll ship off and a company will do it and then ship it back to the store, and then they'll frame it and you come in and pick it up.
I didn't know Walmart did that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And it just the cost of it depends on what kind of canvas you want. Like if you really want to, like if you want a cheap canvas, it'd be a little cheaper. If you want like something like a Fox canvas, it's a little bit more expensive. Obviously,
Yeah.
you're going to pay a little bit more, but it just depends on what kind of canvas you want to get. Because they have a bunch of different ones you can choose from, and quality and thickness and all that.
Yeah.
But they're not super expensive though. You could have a really nice one done with that.
Well, the one that I got the one that I had printed off at Staples, I went to Walmart and got a frame, and then when I got it home, it wouldn't fit. So I just kind of folded the edges in, and so that way I can make it fit in the frame.
Well, what you do is you take it with you.
That's what I did. Yeah, that's what I did, and I thought like it would fit in the specific frame that I got, and then when I got it home, I put it inside, and it wasn't fitting like what I thought it would fit. So I had to fold the edges in a little bit so that the thing would fit inside.
Yeah, I went to Walmart with mine when I got the first one, and I took it in there and I actually tried it in some of the frames there, and then found one that it fit in, and then I just bought that frame. The worst case scenario, you just get you a nice, get you a pair of scissors and you just trim it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
120 centimeters. 120 centimeters. How many inches is that, Mark? 120. Yeah. Is 47 inches. So
47.24 inches.
So Walmart has a 40 centimeter by 120 centimeter. It can't be $9.39. That's way too cheap
For what?
for a canvas print.
Well, it depends on what canvas you want. That might be their really cheap canvas.
That's got to be.
They have other canvases that are really nice that are real expensive. Like that can go up to like $30 on some of them. Just depends. And some of them, like I said, they can do right there in the store if they still do the canvas printing in the store. If not, they'll send it off to a company that professionally does it, and then they'll ship it back to the store. And then I think they frame it in the store for you right there. I think they have frames back there that they do it right there in the store for you. Or you can get your own frame for it. Now, doing canvas ain't that expensive.
Wonder how much metal is.
What, to have one like CNC do it? You're talking about like a metal plate?
Yeah, metal prints. They're like $200, for we'll say it or more for like 11 by 14.
Oh yeah, you're talking about like a laser engraving?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would actually be pretty cool. Laser engrave one.
Like here's one for $127. This is on Walmart.
Yeah, those they just send off to a company and have it done. They'll take the photo, the print file from you, and then they'll ship it. They'll put it in their computers, and then the company will make it and then ship it to the store for you. Then you just come in and pick it up. Usually takes about a week. Or even one like where you could have a metal plate done and have a CNC machine cut all the pictures and then put a backlight behind it in a frame. That'd be pretty cool. Like where everybody's faces would light up,
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I think that'd look pretty cool too. You had the right frame and the right lighting. Do a nice accent lighting around the edges of it so it lights up the inside of it.
Light up frame.
Well, I'm saying you do a metal plate of the drone picture and you have the CNC machine actually sit and cut everybody's face out of the metal plate and all the names and everything and do a real fine job on it. And then you put it in a frame with backlighting so when it lights up, you see through it.
Oh, where would you get that done at?
You could have, there's companies out there would do it, but that probably costs a lot of money. You're probably talking at least a couple $100, if not more.
Yeah.
Very expensive.
But it would be a cool idea though if you had the money to do something like that.
Yeah.
But honestly, if I had one printed out, something that you want to keep for a long time, I'd probably do a canvas print of it. I think that would look really nice.
We do canvases at Walgreens. We have a machine that that prints canvases. I wonder if I could
Now my question is the file that Scott sends you, is it a raw file or is it one that's like to a specific size? Like, could you change the size of it without degrading the picture?
well, what I was thinking, I got both of them. I got both of them. The one from the second annual drone meetup, and then the one from
Look at Joe, TJ.
what?
His head keeps disappearing. He looks headless.
That's funny.
Oh, if you would have set up that broadcaster, it would look perfect right now. You wouldn't be disappearing.
It's on broadcast. It's on
You
that.
know, you have the background for Zoom on. You got to turn the background for NVIDIA broadcaster on.
When I look on video, it says did say Zoom. No mind. I did.
Yeah, you got to
says
turn
camera.
the Zoom.
It says camera broadcast.
Yeah, but you got the Zoom background on. So go to
Turn the hell
video
that one on.
settings. Go to video settings, go to background effects and hit none.
Well, he likes that background though, isn't it?
Hold on a minute.
There you go. Now look at, see how much better that is? You don't disappear, you don't do anything. Eh? Way better.
Oh,
Yeah, that works.
right.
It's like
Yeah,
Joe's
got
trying
it.
to fly around the tugboat when he does
I
that.
told you at NVIDIA broadcast that virtual background works really well.
Man, it messed up my
Compared.
whatchamacallit. My disclaimer changed.
No, your disclaimers up.
We're still seeing it.
Well, I had
Yeah,
it with a
it now
different color.
says everything that's said on this channel is believable.
And Joe's fault. Yeah, it did change.
No, but no, the poster
There you
that I was wondering if like the two posters that I have, I wonder if I could bring them into work and maybe I don't know, somehow turn them into a canvas somehow. Like
Do you
put it
guys-
on a. We have a scanner, but I don't know if the poster would fit on the scanner though. I don't know if that would fit.
Yeah, but do you guys have a film department? Like a
Yeah,
photo
'cause
department?
yeah.
Do you do that, or does there somebody that specially does it?
No, we do it because people will print pictures out from their phone, or they'll bring their phones into the store, and we have like the cords that you hook up to the computers, and they'll select the photos that they want, and then we just
Yeah,
print
but
them
you
off.
guys probably, yeah, but that's the thing is you guys, I don't think have a real extensive, like actual photo lab though. So you guys
Yeah, we do.
probably don't do that kind of stuff.
Walgreens does. They have a little.
No, we-
By
yeah,
me,
we
they
have-
do.
Yeah, we have a photo lab, but like we print the pictures off that people like send in.
Yeah,
or,
but
like,
do
each
you
one of the
guys-
stores has a little lab. They use the
Do they-
Fuji processors.
Yeah, but do they do canvases and stuff?
yeah, we have this big huge machine that like prints off canvases and stuff.
Well, you
And, like,
probably don't need you don't need to scan it. What you need is the file from Scott. And then take the file in there.
I think I don't know if I still, because I think he texted it to me like a long time ago. I have his number.
Yeah, but if you sent it through like Dropbox or something, the link probably won't work anymore. 'Cause those usually have like a time limit. That just doesn't remain open. Like you have like 48 hours to download the link.
Oh, yeah, here.
Otherwise it-
He sent here. I got it right here. Let me open it and see. Yeah, I still. Yeah, like I just clicked on it and it opened right up.
Okay, so you need to take that in there and try to upload that to your machine and print it out on the canvas there. See if it prints out.
I think it would. I'm gonna do that. I think. Do that
I mean, are
today.
you really familiar with those machines? Do you know how to use them, or do you?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know how to use it. Because like what happens is like it'll show up on the little computer, and then you just hit print and and it'll show like if the person is printing just a picture or a canvas, and so you just hit the release button, and then like then it'll print the canvas.
Yeah, so just plug your phone into the machine, go to that file, try to upload it, and then see what it does when you print it out.
All right. I don't think we have. Well, I guess I can go get a frame or something.
Don't they sell frames there?
Yeah, but they don't sell like big ones for like a canvas or something. We just
You
haven't.
guys don't have canvas frames behind your photo lab when people order?
No, like they don't. We don't have. Well, okay, so we have them. They got like we got like these they're like little we have the canvas like little builds, like we have like those little pieces of wood that
Yeah,
that
you know,
put in
you know.
there. And then we have the
Fold it around and staple it to the back.
yeah.
But you want to put it in an actual frame.
Yeah. But we
Go
don't
print it
sell
out
them.
and then go to Walmart go to Walmart and find you a frame.
Yeah. Jesus. All these little damn sugar ants are calling.
Other place you could try to find a frames, dollar stores. If there's a Target near you, they might have frames. Like if you can't
Goodwill,
find
if they're sending a Goodwill, if they're selling a crappy painting, but the frame's the right size, swap it out.
Watch TJ find out it's some Mona Lisa that was rare. Ripped it out to put a fucking drone canvas in there. Some rare painting that's been missing for like 30 years. Fucking Goodwill didn't know what they had.
Can I have that?
Like, yeah, let me just rip this $20 million painting out to throw this canvas in there.
That's funny. A Mona Lisa print. That's hilarious.
Come here.
That's pretty good.
Declaration of Independence, that's got to be a repop. Just rip that out of there.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's pretty good.
Maybe I could paint over it.
Yeah. Local man destroys $10 million painting. He's now in the corner crying because he's still broke.
That's funny.
Yeah. I did something like that. I cut my wrist.
Yeah, I know, right? I'd be so pissed at myself.
Oh my god. That's hilarious.
He bought that pack of gum with a silver dollar that was worth $10 million.
Yeah, the golden ticket in a Wonka bar. What the hell's that? Yeah, throw it away. That's not chocolate.
That's pretty good.
Look at this trash. Tear it up and throw it away.
I already see the news story. The billionaire's family has been missing his painting for 30 years. They had a $10 million reward for anybody that found it.
That's funny. That's pretty good.
You like the one Bob Ross painting that actually made it out of his studio.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what they say though. If you actually find a Bob Ross out there in the wild, it's not real, because they've never actually released any of his paintings. They're all still in the that Bob Ross museum warehouse. Nobody's ever got one. Supposedly.
That's funny.
Yeah, go out and find an undiscovered Banksy and have to take it apart brick by brick.
They're still in the Bob Ross museum warehouse.
Oh, they are. There's never been a Bob Ross painting actually released. DJI warning, DJI Air 3 is doing crazy shit. It will go up and then all of a sudden commence to dropping. Only pilot skills will save it from happening. You will need to hold it to the ground and...
Won't be a minute.
And what?
And what? And what?
Did they do a update on that recently or something?
Hit the power button on the drone. Be careful not to lose your finger.
Have they done a recent? I wonder if they've done a recent update on it. It's causing that. What have you heard? Like was it happened to a bunch of people or something? I haven't heard
What?
nothing about it, but I don't really.
Hold
He's
on.
saying the Air
I'm
3
not
is
looking.
doing. Oh, read what Jonathan put in the chat about the Air 3. Apparently, it's been doing some crazy shit. I don't know if it's. Was it just your drone that did it, or did it somebody else's?
Might be the pilot.
I haven't heard nothing about it though.
Does Jonathan have? Does Jonathan have the Air 3?
I think he does. No, he might have the Air 2S.
Oh yeah,
I'm
he
not
got
sure.
the Air 3. He's got the Air 3. I think he trades it in to Best Buy every week.
But I don't know. Like I don't really follow a lot of drone shows anymore, so I don't know if that's been a ongoing issue or if that's happened already to some people.
Let me get the chat up. Come on,
Not
machine.
sure.
Goes up, then all of a sudden. Yeah, I haven't heard anything.
Oh, he said
Johnny
it
and
happened
them
to
will
him
fly
this
another
morning.
day and they didn't have any issues.
He said, I've heard of that happening, but thought people were tripping, but it happened to me this morning. Huh. Wonder if it's a software issue or a hardware issue.
That's kind of like what my old Mini 2 was doing one time. Like I wasn't even doing anything. Like it would just go up and down, up and down.
I had that problem with the Spark, and then David AZ had me hook it up to DJI Assist, and we kind of like wiped all the software off of it and then re-downloaded it and put a fresh update on it, and then never did it again. Was the first to have the Air 3 and traded my Mini 3 for it. Okay.
Sound like you got it in manual mode.
I mean, that's a possibility too, that maybe the GPS is all of a sudden kicking off. And
Yeah,
it goes
it
into
sounds
ADI
like.
mode or something. And then I don't know. Could be a multitude of different things. And then it comes down to, is it a software issue or is that a hardware issue? You know, is it something failing within the hardware or is it a software issue? Because then that brings up two totally different sets of problems right there. And then that could be a multitude of different things. And a software issue would be easier to fix than a hardware issue. Because the software is obviously you just do a new update and it fixes that problem. If it's a hardware issue, you got to rip the drone apart and fix something. Or send it in and then they rip it apart and fix it.
Oh, so he traded his Mini 3 for an A3.
So it was just a trade up or what?
Well, Best Buy does that thing where you can bring anything back within like, I think a year. And you can like almost do a trade in with your drones. You can return it and then get like put it towards the newest one. And then you
Really?
just pay the difference. Yeah, you just pay the difference.
So I guess I'm assuming Jonathan went to Best Buy, got the Mini 3, had it for a little bit, and then he took it back to Best Buy and traded it for the Air 3.
Right, because they have a 1-year return policy, which I think is fucking insane. Because no other retailer gives you a 1-year return policy. That's fucking nuts. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that
Right,
does
I'm
seem
back.
crazy.
And to be honest with you, Best Buy hasn't been doing the greatest as far as retailers go, as
Yeah.
far as profit margins go. So that's just insane to me that they give a 1-year return policy on stuff.
Well, I think not only Best Buy, but other stores do that as well. Just as long as you have your receipt, like you can
No,
return.
Walmart and
No,
Amazon and all them, it's 90 days. And then if
Oh
it's
yeah.
and then usually if it's computer or cell phones, you only get a 15 to 30-day return policy.
Yeah, I'm just going to say you're looking
Yeah.
for more than like a month here. Mm.
Like Amazon and
Yeah.
Walmart, it's 90 days on most products. If it's a cell phone or computer, it's either 15 or 30 days. I think they switch it to 30. But yeah, you don't get no 1-year return. That's nuts.
Yeah, because
And for
Walgreens, we have, I think it's up to like 30 days to return something if you don't like it.
Yeah, by law, they've got to give you a 1-year manufacturer's warranty at a minimum, but that's only for defects and faults. You can't just say, well, I don't want it anymore and take it back.
well, people will lie and say it was broke or something happened to it anyway.
Yeah.
So he's got
Because-
Total Tech Care.
Right, you have to
Yeah.
pay a monthly thing, I think, for that. But still, I mean, like I said, Best Buy hasn't been doing the best the last few years neither. They've been surviving, but they haven't been making tons of excess money by any means, not like the other retailers have. The only two retailers that have been operating like with excess, I'm talking about excess of billions of dollars to play with, has literally just been Walmart and Amazon. Like Walmart and Amazon, they can easily spend $2 billion on a project and it won't break their bank. Where other companies, that's a big like risk to take, you know?
Yeah.
But Walmart and Amazon can afford to do shit like that. If they want to spend $2 billion on a project to do a test run on something, they can afford to do it. Because like Walmart, you're talking between Walmart and Amazon, those two companies together are probably worth a couple $1 trillion. I mean, I think Walmart's last evaluation was like 600 or 700 billion or something.
Jonathan said Total Tech Care from Best Buy covers anything you buy from their store. It's a yearly fee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a yearly. Okay, so you don't pay monthly. All right. I thought it was a monthly thing you paid.
Yeah, I mean, but that's pretty handy if you fancy upgrading every year, because you just take it back with a couple of weeks to go from the year, get your money back, and then buy the new one. And then you've got another year on that, haven't you?
I think he's saying they canceled this year. They do it a different way this year. Where they're gonna take a percentage or something like that. Or a fee to do it. But I don't think after this year they're changing it around.
Laura,
They're
I'm
doing
just
it like on
surprised.
Appreciation, someone.
Laura.
Hey, Laura.
Hi, Laura.
Your day is wonderful.
No, it's miserable here. It's been raining most of the morning. Well, most of
It was raining yesterday, like off and on. Like, damn, how much more rain do we really need?
yeah. Oh, we don't get that. We don't get how much rain do you really need. It's sod it. It's going to rain, whether you like it or not. Whether we need it or not.
Yeah, I mean, I guess rain every once in a while is all right for the plants and animals and whatever else.
Not every once in a while over here. It's most of the time.
What's up, Laura? That's why I wish Micro Center would open more stores, man, because shit, you think, dude, Micro Center's like, just from the what I've seen in videos of the inside of their stores, shit, they'd blow a Best Buy away as the amount of products they have. Way better than Best Buy. But the
Yeah,
Micro Centers are there's very few of them. There's not very many of them. But their stores are really fucking nice.
which one is that?
Micro Center.
Oh, where's one of them at?
There's only like, I think 10 or 15 of them in the country. I want to say something like that. There's not that many of them. They just opened a new one, I think, in North Carolina. I wish they would open one in Florida.
Yeah,
It
I was
seems
just about
like,
to ask. There's none in Florida around anywhere, is there?
nah, I wish there was there.
And is it just
No.
computer stuff?
It's anything like electronics based.
All right.
Is Micro Center, is it kind of like Best Buy in a way, kind of?
It's way better than Best Buy, dude.
Or kind of like
I don't even like Best Buy, to be honest with you. Some of the Best Buys I've walked into, their selection is shit.
Yeah. Are they kind of like BrandSmart maybe, kind of? No.
I don't know what BrandSmart is.
BrandSmart.
Micro Center is a technology based store.
So a
It
bit,
has like computer components,
bit like
monitors, TVs, stuff,
over here.
all that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like-
BrandSmart.
They're like
They sell everything
they're like
to
a Fry's Electronics.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I meant, kind of like Fry's. But BrandSmart is they sell everything to like housewares, to electronics, to
No, it's not like a Walmart. It's like just technology based. It's pretty much anything tech wise you could find in the Micro Center.
You never heard of BrandSmart, Justin?
No.
You don't see the commercial like where it's like buy the BrandSmart way.
That might only be a store in
Everyday
your
job.
area. I don't think, I've never heard of that company. That might not be a nationwide company. That might be a local company only.
DJ, keep your day job.
Or it could be a company that's like Micro Center that might not have a lot of locations. Wasn't that funny? Relax yourself.
Or he ends up just laughing at his own reflection that he can see. You
And here we go.
That's funny.
Joe, hope you have a
What is
medium
it?
day.
And away we
What the
go.
hell is a medium day, Laura?
Not a good day, not a bad day.
Was somebody telling you future or something?
That's funny.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh,
That's funny. That's pretty good. That's pretty funny.
What's pretty good? I'm still trying to figure this out.
Bald fake mustache.
That's funny. That's pretty good. That's funny. That's funny. Oh, me.
How you breathe out the sex, TJ? You're like, haha. Uh-huh.
Well, he doesn't breathe during sex, he passes out.
Very disconcerting for his wife when he starts laughing like that halfway through.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's pretty good. Oh, me.
I thought my nose was bleeding again. Felt like it.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna have to call my doctor. I'm gonna have to do it.
Well, you've said that the other day you're going to call your doctor.
No, I gotta do it. I don't want to do it.
And that was why I just disappeared. Then my doctor called me.
Do a walk-in at your doctor's office?
Yeah, duh. If I call him, I'll go in today. I don't want to see him because I was supposed to see him a month ago to take that A1C test. I didn't do it because I'm not taking that Ozempic anymore.
So just go do it. Get them both knocked out real quick.
Just call him, Joe, and go.
I can't. I got the baby coming too right now. So,
Oh.
Take the baby with you.
hell no.
Not taking the Ozempic won't do you any harm.
Ozempic.
All it is an
No, I
appetite
refuse to take it based on the fact that all it did was constipate me, and I wasn't losing weight, and it didn't look like it was doing anything.
It's an
So
appetite
it was like,
supposed to make you.
it never. No, I was still as hungry. I was actually, I got hungry taking it. You know, it was like, why in the hell am I could lose weight on my own better than this.
That's why it's hard to get hold of at the moment, because all the rich people think that they can just buy it and it's a miracle weight loss thing.
It's not as miracle as you think.
No, I know it isn't. It helps with your diabetes, but it's nothing special.
Well, all I gotta do is look at my brother. My brother is probably about 80 pounds overweight. I mean, if he's in my kitchen, I gotta let him go first because I can't go past him. You know, it's one of these things where, and he's on a dose that was triple what I was on. You know?
Yeah. Well, they put me on it and I lost like 5 stone.
Got the stone measurements.
Is this your brother you're talking about, Jeff?
70 pounds
Okay. That's better.
in
Yeah,
about
he was on it,
over about
but he's
3
not.
days.
All he eats is sugar, so it's not helping him.
Mm. I got weighed today at the doctors, at the nurses, and I'm 15 stone 4, which is around 214 pound.
Is that the measurement they use in the doctor's office?
What?
Stones?
Different things. Some use kilograms, some use pounds, some use stones.
All the
never heard
doctors
of it.
over here use metric system.
Stones has
measurement.
always been the system that we've used in the UK.
I've never heard of a measurement in stones before.
A stone is 14 pound.
Oh.
And that's kind of an odd amount to pick to make a stone too, 14 pounds. Why
Yeah.
is it 14?
Like, it's weird. I mean, an ounce, there are 16 ounces to a pound, 14 pounds to a stone.
Yeah, that's why 14 though. Is there a reason behind that? It's kind
Not
of just a
foggy,
random number.
yeah. No, I'm the foggiest idea why.
Yeah, you think they would have made it like 15, so you go 15, 30,
Yeah. Alexa might know. Echo, why are there 14 pounds in a stone?
From chess.com. It's believed that the reason why a stone is 14 pounds is due to its historical roots in trading practices.
Must
Yes.
have been something, the measurement they used in.
Historical roots in trading practices. Yeah. Doesn't really help much, does it? But yeah.
That kind of gives you somewhat of an idea.
Mm,
It's just
Hey,
what
Mark.
trading practices.
yeah.
Hey, Mark, you said Alexa may know, and I was thinking, why in the hell Alexas would know? Why in the hell would Alexas know?
Mm. Mm.
That's when you half hear something.
I mean, it's like when they used to do all the old measurements of distances, chains and fathoms and cubits.
What's up, Donald? He
I
said,
don't-
I'm guessing
Donald.
that stone was an older weight measurement, which we already figured out. And
Yeah.
It was converted to pounds. It just didn't say what trading practices it was originated from.
No.
Because it could have been like, maybe that's how they weighed money back in the day, or maybe gold or some kind of metal they traded
Oh.
with or something.
Gold has always been in ounces and carats. And your odds of doing it in stones, as in rocks, is pretty difficult. Finding even just two rocks that weigh 14 pound would be a bit difficult.
Or it might have been like, maybe like some kind of grain or spice trading too.
Yeah. Well, it's like 100 weight, which
Hey,
is,
what's up, Don?
you call it 100 weight, but it's actually 110 pound.
Donald.
And like a ton. Why would a ton be 1,640 pound?
Which over here, a ton is 2,000 pounds.
Mm. No, sorry. It's a mile that's 1,760 yards, in it. A ton is 2,240 pounds.
Well, I have heard people refer to tons as like, they'll say a metric ton, so maybe it's different.
Well, a metric ton is 1,000 kilograms.
So that's what they're referring to when they say metric ton.
Yeah, which is actually 2,200 pound. Because a kilogram is 2.2 pounds. So a metric ton and an imperial ton are pretty much the same weight.
Yeah, so a ton metric is equal to 2,204 pounds or 1,000 kilograms.
Yeah. And an imperial ton is 2,240 pound, I think. Is it? Or is it just 2,200? Might be just 2,200.
What was that? How much is what?
An imperial ton.
Imperial ton?
Yeah, that's where the measurement would be in pounds.
2,240 pounds or
Yeah.
1,016 kilograms.
Yeah. So they made an imperial ton and a metric ton are pretty much the same. Just like 36 pound different.
What do you want, Miss Kitty? What do you want?
So 100 kilograms would be 220 pounds, which would be 196 to 10. 16 stone 10.
What you want, Miss Kitty? You good girl?
No
Okay,
baby
got
there
quiet.
today, Joe?
No, she don't get there till 11.
About 11.
So about
Oh,
15 minutes.
Oh,
Joe's got about 15 more minutes of silence.
what,
No, I
11
got an
till
hour and
5 or
15
what?
minutes.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're an hour behind. Yeah, I always forget you're an hour
Yeah,
behind.
thank God.
15 more minutes.
No,
is
she'll,
fine.
she'll be here at about 2:30 today. 2:30.
That'd be 3:30 our time.
See what this link is that Donald put in the chat.
Probably the measurements of stone or whatever.
Well, it's an SNL clip. Yeah, I can't show that on here, unfortunately.
Is it
Saturday
really?
night, no, Saturday Night Live shit is very copyrighted, man. They'll get a live stream for that. I've seen a couple live streams get shut down from SNL clips. They don't like when you share their stuff.
How do they know if you like show it or not?
'Cause the algorithm picks it up,
Uh,
tells YouTube, and then the
AI,
owners,
AI.
then whatever company owns SNL puts out a copyright on it and has it removed. Because Jim's stream got shut down and one of Matt's streams got shut down from 2 different SNL clips. They're really strict on that shit. That and like South Park will get you shut down. Anything that's
like
Comedy Central
like,
clips.
yeah.
Yeah, Comedy Central is really bad too. They'll get you for shit. Anything.
There's tons of Comedy Central stuff on YouTube.
Which is funny because I did a video on one of Dave Chappelle's and they wouldn't let me post it. They said it was copyrighted in all territories and they wouldn't let me post it.
No.
And that's the thing is the 2 SNL clips and the Dave Chappelle clip were old. Like by that time, the Dave Chappelle show had been off the air for like at least 6 years. And
So if you go live and you show something from Comedy Central, they'll notify you like, sorry, we had to
yeah,
take
one of Matt's live streams got removed and so did one of Jim's. And the 2 SNL clips were like old ass ones from like the 90s or the like late 80s, early 90s. They were really old ones. Back when like SNL was,
when it was like the original.
They were over 20 years old, the clips. And they both live streams got removed from them.
Oh. How many times before you let's see, what am I? How many times like?
Yeah.
How many times?
Oh, for fuck's sake! Put it out. I got to turn Paul's camera off and mute you. Get your thoughts together.
No, like, okay, so how many times is it like 3 strikes and you're out and they shut your channel down, or like how many?
If you get 3 strikes on your channel gets removed. But strikes will be removed if you, so like say you get a strike on your channel, if you're okay and you are good for 6 months and you follow the rules, a lot of times they'll remove them after 90 days to 6 months. Depending on the strike and the severity of it.
So they'll put your channel back up once you
No, your channel will remain up, but you have to stay out of trouble for so long. Depending on the severity of the strike, it could be anywhere between 90 to 60 days or to 120 days. And then they'll remove the strike as long as you don't do nothing within that time period.
Gotcha.
No, once your channel's removed from 3 strikes, like you can, 99% of the time your channel's gone. There have been people that were big enough that their channel got removed and they got a hold of YouTube behind the scenes and YouTube put it back up because of something that happened. But anybody that's real like any of our channels, if they got removed, that'd be it. You'd be done.
So they take your channel down and you can't post stuff anymore or whatever?
Yeah, you lose everything. Your channel's just deleted.
Oh,
you
shit.
lose all your content, everything.
Oh, wow.
Which I think is stupid. I think if YouTube's going to take your channel down, I still think they should give you like a 2-week buffer to go in and download your content.
Yeah.
Like any other videos you have, I think they should give you a week or 2 and give you a time limit and say, hey, you have this much time since we're shutting your channel down to go in and if you want to pull any content back off your channel, you can do this. Because a lot of people have lost their channels over one or 2 videos that they got multiple strikes on. And then, instead of YouTube letting them download their shit, they just deleted their channel and they ended up losing years of content that they had.
You lose like all your subscribers and all this stuff?
Everything. You lose everything. It's like your channel never existed.
Oh, shit.
Well,
That's why if you get copyright claims, you don't fight them unless you actually have the paperwork that shows you are allowed to be using that music or whatever clip you might be pulling from. Like if somebody copyright claims you, you don't fight it unless you have the proof. Otherwise, you'll get a strike if you lose that copyright claim. But copyright claims won't get you in trouble in general anyway. It's just they take the money from your video.
Well, no one. Well, we were nobody got in trouble yet, but we were just talking about Matt and Jim. But I was trying to figure out like the whole, like how many times before your channel gets shut down, like how many strikes are you allowed to have or whatever.
Now you can have 100 copyright claims. And that doesn't matter because a copyright claim, all that is the owner of the content is saying you have the right to use it. They're just going to take all the money that YouTube makes from it. So you get no money off of it. So you can use it. It's no big deal. People use like mainstream music all the time on their videos. They just don't. They'll either get monetization sharing, which allows the creator to get a portion of the money. So the owner of the copyright is willing to give you a portion of the money. They don't take all of it. It's a deal they worked out with YouTube, or they just take all the money and you can keep your video up. It's not a big deal.
No, so you don't get like flags or anything like that. You don't get like a flag.
No, like you don't get in trouble for copyright claims. It's copyright strikes that you can get in trouble for.
And you get notification when you copy something to YouTube. There's a 4-step process across the top. You one of them is it'll tell you if it's copyrighted, and then it'll also tell you if the owner of the copyright will allow you to use or not use.
Well, you'll get an email too. So like right now, if I say I show a music video and we listen to the song, Paul will get an email immediately after the show ends from Google, and it will say, the owner of this music has issued a copyright claim on the music. But don't worry, your video is not affected. You're just not going to get the money for the monetization of that video. So that's all it is.
In my case, I'm not monetized. I get noticed.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter if you're monetized or not. You're just not, your channel's not going to get no credit for it.
What?
Look at the comment Dusty put. Put flags in front of your house and says you're banned from YouTube. That was pretty funny. That was pretty good. That's pretty funny. That's pretty good.
And a lot of times, if the owner doesn't want you to use the music, YouTube will just remove the video. They might not even strike your channel. They'll just remove it. Or they won't let you upload it to begin with. So, like if you try to upload a video with AC/DC on it, when it does the pre-checks on the video after you upload it, before it does the final upload, it will do the pre-check on the video. And once it hears that it's an AC/DC song, it's going to automatically just block you from uploading it. Because AC/DC is copyrighted in all territories. So it won't work. AC/DC is one of those musics that like you can't use their shit at all. If you happen to get a video up with it in there, then they'll end up removing it later on. YouTube will remove it once the algorithm catches it.
That's hilarious. That'd be funny if they actually did that. Put red flags all in front of your yard in your house. Well, thanks YouTube for some free merchandise anyways.
Yeah,
Like I said, you
I
could.
did Lightning one time, and I put Garth Brooks' Thunder Rolls on there, and I got it off of YouTube. And about 6 months later, every one of them that had that song on there was pulled down on
Yep.
shorts.
Oh,
Well, in some
But they had it
companies-
on there as originally, and it shouldn't have mattered because it was a 15-second clip.
Yeah, but the problem is there's no set rules. Like there's rules on fair usage, right? But there's no
Right.
language in the fair usage policy that says you can use this so much of this video. It doesn't say, oh, if you use a 15-second clip, you're fine. There's no actual set time limit on fair usage. And that's where people don't, that's where some people can,
oh yeah, I see where it says copyright on some of your videos, Paul.
right, but it doesn't affect his channel. All it is that copyright material, any advertisements that YouTube puts on that video, even though he's not monetized, he'll still have advertisements. The
Do you
owner
see-
of the
do you see
copyright.
Yeah, 'cause I think I went and watched one of my videos and there was an advertisement on there and I thought maybe I was monetized or whatever.
No, they started putting advertisement on non-monetized channels about a year ago.
Now, okay, I think I've asked this question before to somebody else, but like, how do you know if your channel is monetized or not? Like, is there like
Because you have to
something-
go through a whole process to monetize it. Trust me, you'll know. Because you have to fill out tax forms and everything else. It's not just they just monetize it out of nowhere. You have to go in, you have to accept the monetization, you have to fill out tax forms, they even mail you. So when they're setting up your AdSense account, they actually mail you a code in the mail on like a little postcard. And it has a code and that verifies your address for YouTube of where you live at. Like there's a whole process you have to go through. It takes like a week and a half to do. Trust me, it's not just you push a button and all of a sudden you're monetized. It doesn't work like that.
I
have
thought
to
maybe
ver-
you had to have a certain amount of subscribers or whatever to get monetized.
Well, you do, but you have to, when you actually accept the monetization, because you can have 1 million subs and not be monetized.
Right.
If you decide to monetize your channel, you have to upload your ID to them. They have to have a copy of your license. You have to fill out tax forms. They have to send a code to your house in the mail to verify that's exactly where you live. Yeah, there's a whole process you have to go through, and trust me, it takes about a week and a half. It's not, like I said, it's not just a magic button. You go in your studio and say, oh yeah, monetize, boom, and you're done. You have to go through a bunch of verification steps before they allow you to do it. Yeah, actually, they have to have proof.
I thought maybe like they put like a big M somewhere on your channel, like, oh, you are monetized officially.
No, IHOPs are shutting down everywhere.
Yeah,
Or not IHOPs, Denny's. Denny's just filed
Denny's.
chapter
Red Lobster.
11.
Red Lobster's closing up too.
Why is Red
That's it.
Lobster shutting down?
It's not making enough
Oh.
money.
Bankrupt.
Bidenomics.
Bidenomics.
Too expensive.
Wait, which one is it? What other one is it?
Denny's,
Denny's.
Denny's?
yeah, they're shutting down everywhere.
There's one right up the house from right up the road from my house. I wonder if
Yeah,
it's
but
still
it's
open.
just a process of them slowly shutting down.
They slowly shut
Eventually-
down the ones that are not helping.
They're gonna shut down the worst ones first,
Yep.
and then unless another company comes in and buys the Denny's rights, like to the name and everything, then you might see some get saved, but they're gonna shut down the worst performing stores first. And then it slowly will weed out to the rest of them. Like we've already lost on both Denny's that were in our town. They're gone. They're
Yeah.
both shut
Are
down.
they gonna turn them into something else? Maybe.
Well, I mean, obviously another company will come in and buy the property if they own the property. I don't know if Denny's actually owns any of their properties. I don't know.
Yeah, sometimes it might be a Denny's restaurant, but Denny's doesn't own it. They're leasing it.
Yeah,
It was a lease. It was
franchise.
Yeah.
I knew
Or
a
not
girl named
necessarily
Elise once.
franchise. It's just like even all Walmarts. Walmart doesn't own all the properties they have Walmarts on. Sometimes they lease out the stores store space from the person
Yeah.
that owns the complex. Like so we have two Walmarts in our town. One of the Walmarts, they own the property. The other one, they actually rent out the space from the guy that owns the complex.
Mhm.
That's one of the reasons why that Walmart never does any updates, because the guy won't allow them to do shit in there.
Yeah, you just end up with two McDonald's.
See, that's how that guy from the movie The Founder, if you watch the history on McDonald's, that's how he pretty much stole the company from the guys, because the one guy came to him and said, "You realize you're not a restaurant owner, you're a landowner." And so what he was doing was he was buying all these properties, and he was holding and forcing the franchise owners to sign a 20-year lease on them. And guess what? You just
Yeah.
lock that person in for 20 years.
Yeah.
And that's how McDonald's, that's how McDonald's holds the thumb over their franchise owners. Oh, Sam's Club for the elites. But no, it's but yeah, they just that's all it is though. It's just a lot of these companies, these restaurants are starting to fail because of the economy. A lot of them got really hammered during COVID because a lot of them were shut down in a lot of states, and they lost billions of dollars and hundreds of millions because their
Damn.
stores were shut down for so long, or they just didn't get as much business as they were getting. Like the restaurant business is already hard enough, but you add something like COVID into the mix, yeah,
Yeah.
really bad. Because like they say like 95% of all restaurants will fail within the first year. That's how hard the restaurant business is.
It is. It's not really the biggest profit more than you think. That's why at Pizza Hut we had it was a log that algorithm that was on there that told us what our percentages were as we were working with the amount of people working. So when it got to a point where orders started slowing down, your numbers started going up, and you had to keep it within a certain range, and you had to know the business, because sometimes you have another rush, and it comes up to where when it got to that point where you knew it was slowing
What's up,
down,
Al?
you start cutting people, getting back in that number. Oh, that helped fit. God, they would ever fit.
Well, and then like
It's
you
all
could
about money.
take the case like Al's talking about now, right? They're now forcing restaurants in California to pay $20 an hour to people.
It's ridiculous.
So you got certain states that are doing shit like that. And those companies are losing money there, and they're packing up, and because now your cost of your Grand Slam breakfast that was $12 or $14 is now $25, and people aren't wanting to spend that much at a restaurant anymore.
Yeah, that is totally
They need
stupid.
to build if they close the Denny's here, they need to tear it down and then build a Waffle House.
Well, like I said, there would be other companies that'll come in and fill that space, especially here in Florida. The amount of growth we have here,
Yeah.
those type of places aren't going to sit vacant very long. Especially like in my town, like the two that closed down, I guarantee you something will be in there within the next couple months, like that quick. Like there's just the amount, especially in my city, the amount of growth here is insane.
Or the city that you live in, for that matter.
Well, just our county alone is the third fastest growing county in the U.S. right now.
Yeah.
Like I said, dude, the growth in our county is insane. Every open area, any empty lot anywhere is being bought up by somebody right now.
Huh.
Whether it's a housing complex, apartment complexes, businesses, like there is no spaces to buy. Like the minute somebody puts an empty lot on the market, it's gone within a couple of weeks. It'll be sold, and then there'll be building planning going up, and You know, and Florida is one of those places we don't have extreme amount of regulations like California and shit. So the minute a company buys a lot, they're building on it within a couple of, within a month, they're already breaking ground building something.
Man,
It's
that's
that
crazy.
quick.
Circuit City, man, I haven't seen one of them in like ages. Like I haven't seen one.
They're gone. Circuit City's been
Yeah,
gone.
yeah. I remember Circuit City too. I remember there was one in Georgia, and I don't think there's any more Fries left either. I don't know.
No, Brian's
No.
one too.
Not necessarily, Dre. We were talking about this earlier.
What's up, Jason,
You,
Al, and Dre? What's up?
you do have Micro
Attention
Center.
on deck.
Micro Center, granted, they only have like 10 or 15 locations around the country. They are a really good company, but they take their time before they build a store somewhere. They do a lot of, you know what I'm saying? They don't just open up random stores. Micro Center's probably going to be the next Best Buy, to be honest with you.
Hi everyone.
What's up, David?
Dude.
Been sat here for about 5 minutes trying to get a word in because of Justin.
Shut up.
Wow.
Huh.
Yeah, he's been talking all day.
I said, Brenda, try being down in my area. We'll talk about growth. We're going to look like
Brenda's in
What
Florida,
Florida-
southern Florida, isn't
Where
she?
does she? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, where in Florida does she live? Where does Brenda live? I wonder.
I can't remember where she said she lived offhand. But we're going to be Orlando or Tampa in the next few years. The amount of growth we're getting. We're going to look like Tampa and Orlando.
Oh, y'all are
Even
gonna
like-
be moving. Y'all are gonna be moving soon.
No, I'm saying our city is going to look like Tampa or Orlando.
Come on, TJ,
yeah.
focus, TJ, focus.
Yeah. I don't know.
And, you got to remember too, we have a big famous theme park here too, Legoland.
Hey,
And
Dre, how's it going?
Legoland, their actual commitment is they want to be bigger than Disney World.
Brenda
With their
lives over
park.
by Dusty.
Yeah, Legoland's actual their goal here is they want to rival Disney World in size. And they've been buying up properties left and right around the park, building more shit.
3D print bigger Lego.
3D print Lego.
Oh yeah, it's all over Florida, Brenda, no doubt. But our area is insane with the growth. It's twice as worse here than any other area. I mean, there's 300-400 houses going up every couple of months, like that quick. It's insane. They just built 2 massive new apartment complexes too.
I do have to ask a question though. Why Florida? It's in the
Because-
middle of a hurricane area, right?
Because of the less regulations,
Freedom.
the more freedoms you have here.
Yeah. But that's fine. But every couple of years, you've got to come and put the whole fucking thing back.
That's
Yeah. And you can't get property insurance.
yeah, but you got to understand though.
Every month.
Yeah, but you got to understand that the U.S. has like we actually have the most volatile weather patterns of any other part in the world. And no matter where you live at in the U.S., you have to deal with some natural disaster, either tornadoes, earthquakes, hurricanes, floods. Like every place in the U.S. has some kind of natural disaster that happens
Heat
all the time.
waves.
And then you wonder why we gave you the island back.
Oh, fuck off.
Uh,
No, but I mean, it doesn't matter where you live. There's natural, like I said, the U.S. actually has the most volatile weather patterns.
We were there for a few
We took
years
it
and we
because
thought,
we
you
wanted
know
the
what?
challenge.
Yeah, no, we was there for a few years. We looked at it about, nah, you know what? Back it. Let them have it.
I don't think it quite went that way.
Make a hasty retreat.
Yeah,
Where
I
were
made a
you?
history retreat down in the marshes of Louisiana
David,
in
where was
1814.
you at for a few years?
No, he's talking about historically. TJ.
Oh,
Historically, it's the
uh,
British. We're the British, and we're the biggest and baddest in the world forever.
Yeah, with them
The
red coats and lines
realities
so we could
of
shoot 'em.
that's not true.
Oh God.
Yeah, right. In reality, you're correct. But we have never said we're the biggest and baddest forever. Right? We were the biggest and baddest. We're now just a nothing. Right? Not because, anything we've done. It's just we can't get past your egos.
I
It's just one of those things.
You were doing well until you got to that point, David.
I know. I had to throw something in to curve it.
I thought you actually
almost had
lived
it.
somewhere else for a couple of years, David, because from what you were saying and what it sounded like to me, when you said, "Oh, we were there for a couple of years," like,
He was
"Oh, where?
speaking
Here."
generally about we, the British.
What it sounded like was jealousy.
Well, the thing of it is that they're not the first nation or group of people in the world to experience that. I mean, look at the Huns, the Attila Huns. They were king for a while. Then you
The
had
Mongols, the Romans,
then you had the
French,
Romans. Yep.
the Russians.
For fuck's sake, TJ, keep up.
I know.
What
But you do have
I
to
missed something.
remember that without the British, there would be no America.
Oh,
That's
back
not true.
it up. Back it up.
The problem you're dealing there with, had it not been the British, it would have been the French, because the French were here too,
And Spain.
and
Right.
Spain.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you wouldn't be speaking English then, would you?
No, we have multicultural.
No, we speak American. You guys speak
background.
English.
Yes.
Yep.
We speak America. It's our own language.
Yeah, we may love French fries, but no, we
don't love the French though.
Nobody loves French.
This is another one of them things. In English, when we have a word and you guys have a word, and it means totally different. Yeah. So your word is you talk America. Yeah. But over here, we call it gibberish.
Stop talking all that gibberish.
That tickled Mark anyway.
Yeah, but the thing of it is, David, I mean, I think you would admit to this. There's different slangs and languages across the British Isles too. It's like sometimes you go, "What do you say? What do you say? What do you say?"
That's every
It's a
time
known
Joe's
fact.
Every time
It's a known
Joe's on the panel.
fact.
Yeah, we take no responsibility for Joe whatsoever.
Yeah, it's crazy because when I met Steve at the from Drone Seekers International at the 3rd annual, like it was hard for him. It was hard for me to understand what he was saying. I was like, what is that talking about? Like even listening to him on his live streams, like what? Huh?
Yeah, but Steve's that. Where's Steve from? No, he's a southerner, isn't he? From Essex, I think.
Yeah, he's over in I think he's over in the UK somewhere, I think.
Yeah, but in the UK, there's over 600 accents and dialects.
Yeah.
You can walk around the corner and be talking absolute crap to someone else because you won't understand the fucking thing they're saying.
I think he's somewhere down Essex, Steve. Or that way.
Yeah, he's hard to understand.
Down
I know
there.
what you just talked.
I mean, like when you're talking to Terry, you can understand Terry pretty well, and Jackie too.
Yeah, you're talking about the one that sounds like he's sick all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
the
has
amount
a
of people.
really raspy voice.
And then Tony on Wednesday, he's Irish.
Yeah. Now my accent is Lancashire, and when I talk and I hear it back, I'm like, oh, that's horrible. Yeah. But the amount of Americans that go, oh, you got that nice British accent, that nice Northern British accent. Fuck off, it's crap.
No, like I said.
When I hear myself coming back over the YouTube if I've left it on. It sounds nothing like what I sound
Exactly.
like.
That's like I said, I can tell the difference between some of the British accents now from all the different people I've met that are from different areas.
Yeah,
Like I
because when
said,
you've got the likes of YI Man, now you can tell he's a Geordie.
yeah, he sounds like my version of what a redneck Southerner sound like.
No. I keep telling you that would be a black country Somerset accent.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
Well, I haven't heard that one, but what I've seen so far, that's
Oh.
what he would sound like.
You've
Now-
heard the song
When you-
Combine Harvester, yeah.
When you get
Oh.
to the Black Country,
Have you
Devon,
heard,
Cornwall, that sort of area,
have you
you've
heard
heard,
the
cool,
song?
you've heard Cool Cat talk, and you think
Yeah,
that's
Cool-
posh. Yeah.
Cool Cat is just
Listen to
north
them.
of them.
Well, Cool Cat sounds like something like somebody would use for like a voiceover or
Yeah.
something. Like, you want to, because he does have a more clear accent. Like, if I was taught, like, I could understand him. If I had never talked to you guys and I heard all three of you guys talk, I would be able to understand Michael easier. If I
Yeah.
wasn't used to talking to you guys all the time. Like, I don't have an
Hello,
issue.
Dre.
But Michael has a
howdy.
very clear
Mike,
accent.
Yeah.
Is what I would say.
Did
What's up,
Justin
Dre?
figure out the weight measurement?
Now,
Yeah.
have you ever heard the song "I've Got a Brand New Combine Harvester"
No,
by the Wurzels?
I've never even heard of them.
I've
Oh,
never
well,
heard of the weasels.
Wurzels, W-R-Z, W-U-R-Z.
Z?
Wurzel?
Yeah. Bit like Wurzel Gummidge.
Or
Yeah.
Is that
Like
the group
Wurzels.
that should come on after the Teletubbies?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
God
it.
damn it.
That's
You
it,
li-
Dre.
You listen to that, and that's our redneck accent.
I just want to say, we'll apologise for a lot of things, but we're not apologising for the Teletubbies.
Dre, I think you might need to. I think you might need to change your profile picture, man. You look angry and pissed off.
I am angry and pissed off.
I think that picture was from when Matt told him he was a better pilot. And then he grabbed that screen grab. He was like, yeah, whatever.
But I was going to tell you, Mark, I'm surprised Mark didn't bring this up. When you talk about weighing things in stones,
Yeah.
a lot of times your weight measures goes by the counterweight that is used for the measurement.
Yeah, true.
So
Yeah.
you got to go back. Stones goes back to ancient times when that was the counterweight that was used.
Yeah, but all stones are different weights. That's the problem.
Right. So you had a standardized system of using stones to counterweight other things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you say you use a standard size, like in construction, we have things like we go by measuring rocks by size. Like you might say, give me a 1-inch minus rock for this process, or class 2 base, or a 3-inch minus, 6+, whatever. It's for the size of the rock that we need for the ground cover or for entrance or whatever else. So that's how the standardized method, just like Justin was talking about.
Oh, you mean
metrics.
you mean aggregate passing a certain size of sieve?
Right. And just like you're talking about measurements, where in construction, most of your measurements is in is in tenths, except when it comes to carpentry.
Yeah.
You do paving, it's in tenths. You do concrete work, it's in yards. You do other things, it's in tons. Different
you're-
measures.
If you're a mechanic, you have to use both systems, standard and
You
metric.
do now because we get so many things from other countries.
Well, I'm saying
they're-
you're
they're
going to
in the-
have
different. There are across flats. There's metric. There's
Right.
And Mark, they've never actually dealt with a proper British company, then have they? Because we don't go like, can we have a ton of that or, several kilograms? We just go, give us shitloads of that, mate.
I'm saying, because you can ask a mechanic, what's a half inch in metric, and they'd be able to give you the metric equivalent to that size.
Yeah, third
Where
toe.
most people wouldn't be able to do that. Like I said, where most standard people
Actually,
over here don't
12
know what that is.
Yeah, it's weird how we have the metric and all the other
But like I
shit.
said, I can say, like Mark was talking about stones. I see now stones used to be very popular, I would say 40, 50 years ago. Now everything goes in kilograms.
Only since we entered Europe.
Yeah. Now you go
Yeah, but
by
we
that.
still use stone over
We're
here.
out of Europe, so we go back to stones again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, for to make myself feel good, I don't weigh myself in stones anymore. The UK measurement, I do boulders because they're heavier. So I say I'm only four boulders, which is better than 20 stone.
Well, you see what I typed in the chat earlier, when you talk about the doctor, he said they classify you skinny, normal, heavy, or fat bastard.
Yeah.
Well, I noticed that when you go to the doctors, they actually use metric when they're measuring you and taking your weight.
Over
a lot
here,
of their
started
scales
doing,
are metric.
They
kilograms
start
over here,
that.
pounds.
Yeah.
Pisses me off.
And then you have to convert it then.
Yeah. But they stand there and they go, well, £180. What the fuck does that mean? And then they get upset at you and go, don't talk to me like that. Get out.
£180. That's 10 and
Dre,
13 stone.
Dre, I tell you, the first time I went to Dr. Long, first time I ever seen him, I went in there and I had a cane because my knee had hurt my left knee. So I'm sitting there and he was looking at me and he's going through all my medical history and he goes, well, what's the cane for? And he goes, well, what's the cane for? And I said, oh, my knee hurts. He says, because you're fat.
Yeah.
It's just
Well,
right
he
there.
was
'cause you're
brutally
fat.
honestly. That's just being
I said,
brutally honest.
Well, I've lost 50 pounds. He says, you need to lose 50 more.
Mhm.
I said, God, darn it. He's kind of chilled a little bit now, but I don't want to go to him because I'm not going to take that medicine anymore.
You should say, I don't want to lose 50 pounds. Can you make it easier? Can I just lose 25 kilograms?
There you go. Yeah, really screw him up.
Mark, what football ground do Harrogate play at?
How the hell do I know?
I don't know. You're a form of no knowledge.
The Harrogate player.
From Wikipedia.
Mark doesn't watch football.
Harrogate Town AFC play at Wetherby Road Stadium.
Recipe Road.
Now, Mark, that's your Alexis talking.
Yeah. Alexa.
I like her accent. Now, can I get a British accent on mine?
Yeah.
I think
Actually, they have
Australia
celebrity
has
voices that you can get too. They have
No celebrity voices. I just want a British accent.
I think you can go in and tell it that's the accent you want.
Oh, for God's sake, after all that.
We hardly ever use ours.
When you go into it, it gives you a lot of different names, and underneath the names, it says what country they're from.
No.
Right, can I just ask for a bit of quiet a minute so I can speak to Mark's Alexa? Alexa, you're a lying fucker.
Okay.
yeah. One day you're going to do that, and it's going to drain your fucking bank accounts.
Well, what my thing is,
Okay, so
Yeah, but it
oldest
was
of my
it was
girls-
Mark. That's fine because it's Mark's Alexa, not mine.
Yeah.
Plus,
Well, the oldest of my daughter's name is
so-
Alexis.
oh.
So every time we call her name in the house, the Alexis cube lights up.
yeah, but my Alexa is not called Alexa.
Now, yeah, I want to
You
get
guys ever
the.
seen that Saturday Night Live skit with the old people? And they call it every name but Alexa.
Echo.
Yeah.
Right. They play
They be calling her
at the
Alizade
exercise
and all that
stadium.
kind of stuff.
Hey,
I want to get the Morgan Freeman voice on one of those. They
The
have,
exercise
Oh,
stadium,
yeah,
Mark.
Morgan Freeman. Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
funny.
Thought it
they
said
had the Morgan Freeman voice for it.
Recipe Road, it said.
No,
No,
Justin,
but-
for you, you should get the
can you
Samuel
go and
Jackson
when
voice.
on
Get
your
these
Alexa,
goddamn
can you go-
steaks off this fucking plane.
can you actually tell her to switch voices, or do you have to like go into the app and?
Yeah,
I
you
think
just
you have
want
to
to-
do it in the app.
Just go, yeah.
Well,
But I-
try just talking to her and see if.
But I
ask her
think
if
there's a thing you do in the app, and I think they have a paid version that have the celebrity
Alexa,
voices and different
Change your accent.
famous voices.
no.
Well, what you want to do, TJ, is tell Alexa to change your accent to a British accent.
Hear another.
Watch it doing a Korean accent.
Oh,
and start
she's
yelling
going
at
through
him.
it.
Yeah.
Alexa, say 100 in Welsh.
100
Hear
and Welsh.
another.
She's giving him different choices.
Hear another.
There you go.
That's French.
No, I
Hear
would pick
another
the
one.
guy. I would pick the guy. He just played in. He played in the couple of spy movies. I can't think of his name, but
More.
no. I'm
Stop.
trying to think of the guy who played. What's the movie with the young
Johnny
kid they recruiting to become one of the Kingsmen?
Ah, right.
He
Kings.
plays the weapons expert guy.
So
A bit-
TJ, what accent did you get?
Yeah, it's a bit like
It was the volume was really low, so I'll have to turn it up and listen to him
Yeah.
again and see which one I want.
It's a bit- like
What's up, Jason?
the equivalent of Q in James Bond.
I'm pulling it up right now. I'll get his name.
That's funny. Oh goodness.
That's not the right one I wanted.
Looks like someone at the EFL are having a play around with the fourth officials. Our referee tonight is a Benjamin Speedy, and the linesman is a Paul Small, and the other linesman is a Paul Slow. Ah, Speedy and Slow.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Mark Strong. That's his name. Mark Strong.
Mark Strong.
Yeah, I like his British accent. Well, that's his native tongue, but I like his voice.
Mm.
I wonder if I could tell mine to do a Morgan Freeman.
He was the
No,
equivalent of Q in the James Bond, wasn't he?
No, TJ, I think that's a paid thing you have to do, and then they have like a bunch of celebrity voices you can pick from.
But you know who I'm talking about, Mark. And
I'm gonna
Yeah.
try and
Mark Strong.
Yeah.
British actor, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he has that real deep tone voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a paid thing though, TJ. You have to pay for that.
Yeah, it is.
no.
But they have. I always wanted the Morgan Freeman one. I like Morgan Freeman.
Well, let me just see which one it is I've actually got mine set to.
Alexa, do a celebrity voice.
And Colin Firth is not bad, but I like Mark Strong's better.
There are voice changing applications available on various platforms, such as Voice Model Celebrity Voice Changer, that allow users to
Please.
What?
Voice mod is not what you want. That's an app. They might not have it anymore. They had it like a year or two ago for it because they had a bunch of celebrities that were doing voiceover work for them,
Mhm.
do the voices, but maybe they got rid of it. Maybe it wasn't making enough or something.
Devices, where's voices?
But with the introduction of AI, it would be pretty cool though if they added that to it to where you could.
Yeah, but
Have
I
a
wish
full
you can get a
voice.
voice thing for your card. Now, I would love to have what's the chick's name from the Mummies movies? What's her name? Rachel Weisz.
Don't
Rachel
they have an
Weisz.
Alexa mobile
Yeah, they do. I've got one.
for your
Yeah.
car?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would like to have Rachel Weisz's voice in my car.
But you can download loads of different voices onto your sat nav.
Yeah,
I like the one when Sheldon Cooper
Oh yeah, that would be
changes
pretty
the
fun,
voice.
Sheldon Cooper one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
And
got
when
one.
when they nick the car and they're driving away and he goes, "Ooh, another quiz."
I've got Wallace and Gromit.
Oh, Wallace and Gromit. Oh, that's pretty funny.
Right, account setting, device settings. That should be it somewhere. Perhaps.
So Jason did a review yesterday on a pop filter for his microphone, but didn't have any volume the entire time. So he didn't have
So you
any.
couldn't hear-
He was on mute the entire video, so he didn't hear anything.
uh,
I went to go watch it, and the entire video there was no sound at all. But he was
and
talking.
your
the whole
sound was
time.
your sound was turned all the way up on your computer.
No, the people in his comments were saying there was no audio.
Uh,
Trust me, I thought something was wrong at first. I started checking my speakers and shit. I'm like, why isn't this playing? And then I went to YouTube and I clicked on another video and the volume came right up and I was like, and then I started reading some of the comments in the live chat and people were saying that he had no audio. So yeah, he did the entire review video with no audio.
Yeah.
And it was for a microphone, which I thought was hilarious.
Come on, where the hell do they put the bloody thing?
Lance is selling Avada parts,
That speaker.
Joe?
Yeah, after the embarrassment of what Johnny did to them, they're selling their drones.
Mm,
Lance is like, I can't take the embarrassment anymore.
status. No, it's not on that.
all right, guys. Well, I think it's about that time. I'm gonna hop off here and start getting ready for work, I guess.
Hmm.
Yes. Or are you going to work or are you not going to work?
Well, I don't know. It's 11:30. I don't have to be there till 1, so I guess I got a few minutes to spare. My bed's already made. I've washed my clothes and whatnot. So
Well,
I
you
guess
could,
I'm
you
alright.
could take.
Wait, hold on.
You could take a quick nap.
You make your
Yeah.
bed, TJ?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Never thought to, never figured you for a bed maker.
That's why his wife sends him. That's why his wife sends him to school.
That's
I don't make
why-
my fucking.
That's why we use duvets. They don't
Now go
take
learn to
any-
make a bed now.
I don't make my bed. I don't see the point in it. I just get in
You
and lay
use
down.
use a duvet and it don't matter.
Well, wait up a goddamn minute.
Well, I
So-
guess it's not. I guess it's nice to make the bed so that way, like you can just pull the sheets down or whatever. You don't have to worry
Yeah,
about.
but we
I
have
don't
to-
even use a sheet.
Right.
Well,
We
on
have
the
to stop
mattress, I
something
do.
here now.
I've got a bottom sheet, but that's it.
Yeah, I don't
Right.
use the top sheet.
I always
I'm
like to get all
confused.
comfortable and cozy underneath the sheets when I go to sleep.
Right. So I'm confused. We have TJ here that is so laid back and so out of it that makes the bed, does hospital corners and everything else.
Yep.
And then we have Mr. Tidy don't you leave a can on that table,
Just
whatever.
in OCD.
Yeah, yeah, that doesn't make a bed. What the fuck's happened?
Yeah, I've never made my bed. I always thought that was kind of pointless, to be honest with you.
Well,
I would-
Dre's got a housekeeper and a maid for that.
You see, I would have had Justin as one of them that gets out of bed and does the hospital corners, folds it in, nice and neat, cushions all stacked up at the head. You know, the little thing at the bottom, the valance and stuff.
No,
The
the
only
only
thing
time
I-
I really make the bed is if I'm like cleaning the room. I might straighten the bed up. Like if I'm
The
doing
only
a deep
thing I
clean.
do with my bed is just make sure the pillows fluffed up again, and that's it.
I don't sit and make the
Because
bed.
the duvets just sort of like make themselves.
Plus, Tyson's always laying in the bed and he likes to crawl under the blankets and he's always moving the blanket around.
See, I make the bed, but Laura makes a mess of it.
Plus, my kids are constantly laying in our bed. When you got kids, they spend 90% of their damn time in your room. My kids
So
are
do they-
always
do they
in the
not-
room
do they-
laying on the bed.
Do they not go in their own room and lay on their own bed?
Well, they do, but I mean, if you got kids that you're close with, they're gonna want to be around you all the time. My kids are like that. Like they're always wanting to be in here around us. So, like if I'm sitting at the computer and Sarah's in the bed, a lot of times Aubrey and Thomas will be in here, laying on the bed next to her, you know, watching their phones or whatever, or doing their homework or whatever they might be doing.
Did anybody just get the image of Justin's kids going, "Please, sir, can I have a bite of your burrito?"
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Well,
So, can I have some more?
I've gone
No,
in-
go away.
I've gone into Alexa's languages, and she does English Australian, English Canadian, English India, English United States. Doesn't actually say it does English.
I have a dump mine. I'm now third.
Although
a
mine
dump
is mine is set for English United Kingdom.
No, I do. I am very organized with my bedroom and stuff.
And then there's some weird squiggly lines that I don't understand, which are probably Indian, Arabic, and what's it,
Like it-
Chinese.
Like if you look on my desk is always spotless. Everything's got a place. There's never just shit laying on my desk. Like it drives me crazy when I see people's desks and it's just cluttered with shit.
Yeah,
That's why I told Dre to clean his desk up when he showed it to us yesterday.
yeah, oh yeah, that was pretty funny. Yeah, our kitchen table's kind of got crap all over it, but
Like Sean, I would always give Sean shit about his room where he would sit at his computer because you'd always have
Oh,
like
yeah,
electronic
yeah.
shit everywhere. I used to
yeah.
give Sean shit about his room, and so he'll get it all nice and clean and organized, and he'll come on the live stream. He'll be like, "Look, I cleaned my room. You happy?" Just like when Tim showed me his table one day on a live stream, and it had ashes all over from the cigarettes, and his keyboard was dirty. Oh my god, dude! I about flipped out on him. I was like,
That's gross.
like I dust all the time too. Like every day, I dust everything off. Like I'm super just. I don't like shit being dirty and out of place.
Yeah, I can't really stand that either.
I'm always cleaning up, like trying to keep everything straight and neat.
I get annoyed if people move things from where I've put them, because then I can't find the things.
Yeah, I know.
Just like my toolbox is always perfectly organized. You go in there, everything's, and if somebody takes something out of it, they better fucking return it when they're done, because I will be on their ass about it.
Yeah. Or if you go and use something, put it back where you found it, so that way the next person can find what they're looking for or whatever in a toolbox.
Like I said a couple weeks ago, my sister took off with one of my socket sets for like a week and a half. Dude, the whole week and a half, that's all I could think about was my sockets were missing out of my toolbox. And And I was calling my
Where's
sister
my
up
socket
about,
set? Where's my socket set? Where's
dude, I
my
called
socket-
up and bugged her for like a week and she finally brought it back to me.
Yeah.
Like it was annoying me that it was missing. Every time I opened my toolbox and that row of sockets was missing.
What
They
was
should-
she? What was
He's
she using
bringing
it for?
sockets in the right places.
She was fixing something, somebody was doing some work on her car for her and they didn't have the right tool. So she came over to borrow it one day because they didn't have that particular socket they needed. So she came
Do you
over to
have
the
that?
house to
Do
borrow
you have
sockets.
that? You got one of those. What is it? Like the gator socket something or whatever. Where like
I have one.
you
I
know,
do
like,
actually
you know-
have one, but those things are shit. They're garbage.
Oh, they don't work very good.
No, I actually found one that I had bought a long time ago and never used it. No, because those little bars in there, the minute you like really wrench on something, they bend.
It like flips or whatever.
Yeah, it's supposed to fit like 5 or 10 different sizes of nuts and bolts. Those
Yeah.
things are crap.
Oh.
If you ever notice when you try to make a tool, an all-in-one type tool, and they're always shitty.
Oh yeah.
Like when it comes to tools, you actually want a tool that does one specific thing. Because those are always the best. When you try to make an
Yeah,
all-in-one tool, they're
that's it.
usually really crap.
Yeah, 'cause I think
Giving
I've
away
seen
3 dogs if anybody wants any.
I've seen the advertisement for those things, and they're like, do you ever like try to screw something or whatever, and the end
No.
breaks, the head breaks off or something? Now you can easily get it off with this gator grip thing. I forgot what that
No,
damn
it's
thing was.
just in my opinion, if anybody's on here does tool or uses tools that thinks I'm not right, I think tools are better when you design a tool for one specific job.
You're
Right.
right.
When you
Yeah.
try to make a tool that does multiple things, it usually is crap at the end of the day.
Yeah. No, but the thing I'm talking about, Jody, is the thing that you put on the end of a socket, and they called it the gator. It had gator in the name, like a gator grip or something like that.
Yeah, but Gator was an as seen on TV line, and they made a whole bunch of different shit. It wasn't
Yeah.
just that.
I like the
Oh,
picture
yeah.
on Facebook today, which was a picture of a knife, a normal eating knife. And it said, where I come from, this is also known as a flathead screwdriver.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I got to
Like a-
admit,
like a-
I have
like a
used a
bu-
butter
like a
knife
bu-
before.
Yeah, butter knife. Yeah.
You've never grown up in the 80s if you've not used a butter knife to change a plug.
I think I've
I
done
have-
that before. I think I've done that before.
That's it.
I have used a butter knife as a flathead screwdriver before.
Yeah.
in a
You
pinch.
see, I have a butter knife on my table all the time to put in my steering wheel on and off the table because it fits perfectly to under the grips.
Oh, you're talking about the little screw heads for it?
Yeah. Well, they're not
Yeah.
little, are they? They're big things.
Clamps.
Is Dre still on the panel?
No,
No,
Dre.
he left.
Dre left the building. Paul's left the building and gone to Zedland.
Dre has left the building.
Dre has left.
No, but like I said, I think when you design in tools, it's better to design a good working tool for one specific task.
I don't know. There's a lot of tools over here that are useless.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm saying you don't
But,
see them.
but they're normally people.
they're impossible.
I'm saying, but when you see tool designers like Snap-on or Mac, one of the really good tools, when you see them design a tool, they don't usually do all-in-one type tools. If they
No,
make a
because they
wrench,
wanna
it's
make
going to
money.
be specifically for one thing, but it's going to be well built and it's going to last for that one specific job you need it for.
Of course it will, because that's all you're using it for. That one job, one in a lifetime thing. But they're still going to charge you $40, $60 just for that fucking
Yeah,
one
but
item.
if you're not using tools on a daily basis, you wouldn't buy Snap-on anyway or Mac. Like that's unless you just have the money like that. Like if you're somebody that's just doing a household project once in a while, going to Walmart and buying a set of sockets or tools isn't a bad way to go. They're cheaper. They'll do the job that you need to get done when you need to get it done. But if you're somebody that's a daily user of tools like a mechanic, it's worth you going out and spending that kind of money on
Yeah.
those.
Do
types
you
of-
guys over in America, do you have the snap-on vans that come to you? So if your snap-on
yeah.
tool breaks, they come and replace it there and then.
Oh yeah, they
A
yeah,
Snap-on,
that's a
a
mechanic's biggest.
Snap-on bracelet?
No, it's a Snap-on tool truck that comes to the garages. Yeah, they do
Yeah.
that here. They
Oh.
have Mac ones. They have all the different brands, like the top brand tool makers. Yeah,
Well,
they
we
all have.
The only one where I ever see is snap-on.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
Snap-on. It's a
the only one
okay. Snap-on. The
UK.
tool brand. The tool. Yeah.
But if you're a daily user, those tools are worth the money because not only that is they put lifetime warranties on them.
that's
So,
what. Yeah.
so if that mechanic is using that $45 Snap-on wrench and it breaks, guess what? Next time the Snap-on guy comes in, he just hands him the wrench. He gives him a new one. Done and done.
Mhm.
Where, you know, obviously if you're going to go and try to be a mechanic and buy all Walmart tools, that bitch breaks after 2 uses. You're going to have to go out and buy another one.
Mm.
And you're only going to get a few uses out of it as a daily user. Where that Snap-on wrench might, you know, that might make it through a 10-year or 20-year career as a mechanic, however long you do that for. And the reason why they do lifetime warranties because the chances you actually breaking that tool is going to be one in, you know, it's going to be a very slim chance you'll ever break it. But if it does occur, they'll replace it.
Mhm.
I say you should see some of the tool sets that some of these mechanics have, dude. They'll spend $20,000-$30,000 on a toolbox and all the trimmings to go with it, you know?
Yeah.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
just
that little thing right there. That's what I was talking about. The little
grand.
thing.
Look at the price.
Oh,
Yeah. The team you were giving away
that
a socket
team
set if you're
Yeah.
if you're a new customer.
In fact,
And,
I'll pull out. Yeah, here. I got one. I'll show it to you guys.
$4.28.
Right there.
I've got one somewhere.
Oh yeah, that thing.
I've never actually used it. I don't even remember why I got it. But I bought it years ago and I found it in a box when I was going through some old tools that I had before I got the toolbox. I was going through what little tools I did have just to see what was worth keeping and what was thrown out. And I just kept it just because I thought it was a funny thing to have. But what it does is when you push in on a nut, the different bars will try to fit around that specific size. But the problem is those bars will bend if you wrench on it too hard.
You gotta press the nut.
Trust me, a
I had a girl
mechanic is
tell me
not
that
going to
once.
use.
That was pretty good.
Trust me, no.
Because it was a funny thing to have.
Now for like
That's pretty funny.
for like eye bolts and stuff like that that you might be screwing into your ceiling or something, yeah, that actually would work good for that. If it's something you're using like once every, you know, blue moon in your house to do little stupid things like that, it's actually not a bad tool for stuff like that. But you're not going to use that as a professional mechanic. No way in hell. DJ, it wasn't that funny. Jesus.
Hey, I tell you what, them roller coasters are fast in Florida, aren't they?
That's funny. That's pretty good.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
TJ, pack it in. We're about to share something with you.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. That's funny. Oh, good. Holy shit.
Oh, good. Fucking
Can I cut
happened to
that?
line up
crazy.
perfect. That's funny.
Can I cut that? Let me get the scissors and cut this.
That's good.
Now, if you designed a socket like that with like really high grade materials, it actually might last doing stuff like that. But a lot of times those type of tools are made by like
I didn't get it yet.
C.TV and they use the cheapest ass materials.
You got
hair Yeah.
that you need to cut.
So it's not good.
You need me to get the clippers.
But like I said, if it was designed, if Mac or Snap-on actually designed a socket
let me
like that and used really high grade metals, it probably would work, to be honest with you. But like I said, most mechanics are gonna laugh at something like that anyway, so they want one size, they want one socket that does one size, and that's it.
One of my old friends used to work in a garage, and he said the worst thing you can ever do with Snap-on tools is leave that fucking drawer open. He says because the weight of them always pulls the unit over, and the fucking lock goes everywhere. And he says, "Fuck it to get it all back in."
Well, if you buy an actual tool, well, if you buy the professional toolboxes like now, they actually design them for that to take so much weight before it will tip.
Yeah, but he was on about the genuine
part of the-
Snap-on toolboxes. When you pull that drawer fully out, no matter what you're doing, that fucking thing's going over.
I would see that if maybe you had 5 or 6 of the drawers out, but not just one. Because some of the Snap-on toolboxes now, I mean, they're the size of a fucking car.
Yeah, I know. They use one in Home. They use one in Home Alone too. He sends it
But
down.
that's the thing is, a lot of the newer toolboxes are designed for. That's like part of the designs of them. Like they'll put a lot of weight in the bottom of it for that particular reason. Yeah, you buy a cheap ass little dinky toolbox that's not really well designed, it wouldn't take much to knock it over.
I've seen so many of them Snap-on ones go over.
I've never seen a really high end toolbox have that issue, but like when we're growing up in the garage, working for
DJ.
working at my dad's garage,
David.
these guys would.
What
spin
time you
drawers.
got at work? What time you at work?
1 o'clock.
What time is it now?
Almost noon.
Do I know why I asked?
It's like
27 minutes ago, you said, "Right, I need to go and get ready for work."
Yeah, but then I was like,
You're
well,
still here.
I guess I'll stay. I was like, then I said I was gonna stay on for a few more minutes, but now I think I should go and get ready now.
No. Let's see you ringing work to say you're going to be late.
Yeah, how long
Well,
You want to hear that call?
The only reason I asked him is because he wasn't sure if he was going to work. He said I might go. It wasn't a definite. I'm going to work. It was like I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I might go. I might not. I might call in. Like, I don't feel like it.
How long does it take you to get there?
Probably like 20-30 minutes, depending on traffic. And sometimes like the bridge will be up and boats will be coming, so we'll have to sit there for a few minutes to wait for the stupid boat to go by. And then like the bridge has to go down. It's like, oh my God.
I'll be talking about boats like that on Paul's channel. Okay.
Yeah.
I have to wait for the bridge.
And the
to
other
go
thing,
down.
TJ, you would
Go to work,
commit the
TJ.
ultimate crime, right?
Say what?
You'd be committing the ultimate crime. If you start work at 1 o'clock and you ring in with half an hour left to say you won't make it,
in.
right? All your colleagues will fucking hate you.
The thing of it is that if he calls in with even an hour to spare, the problem isn't so much that his reputation is that the store is going to be pissed off.
Yeah,
Because
because I got to close
they don't
tonight.
have
We're
enough
trying to-
extra people to work. Nobody
Yeah.
wants to work.
Need to go to work.
Yeah. Like there's one kid who's like he's in school, and then this other kid, he's in the process of moving, and then there's this other chick that
A chick?
yeah, she's her name's Emily, but she goes by Ray, but she
Sounds about right.
She's getting. I think she's getting ready to move. I think she's moving to like or going into college or some shit like that. I forgot what her situation is, but like nobody like they don't have anybody to close, so I guess I'm the only one to close. So
You're it.
So it means you need to go to work.
Yep. But I'll see you guys later on. I'll probably just type in the chats like I normally do when I'm at work.
Okay, buddy.
All right, we'll see
Later.
y'all.
All
Have
right,
fun.
bye-bye.
Well, if he's only got to lock up, he only has to get to work 10 minutes before the shop shuts.
Man, don't work that way. That was my biggest
Oh.
pet peeve, boy, at Pizza Hut. When I had a driver coming in for 10 o'clock in the morning, 11 o'clock in the morning, because we opened at 11. So I'd have everything set up, and 5 minutes to 11, I get a call, I'm not coming in, I'm sick. Well, that would piss me off.
That's tough, John.
Because then you got a delivery that's going out at 11 that can't go.
I'm more concerned about them trusting TJ to lock up. Could you imagine you just make him laugh while he's there rolling around laughing, raid the place?
I don't think TJ would be able to actually lock the store up himself. He probably just is closing. Because most stores, you'd have to be a manager to do that.
So now,
He probably is just a closer, but not the actual person that locks the store up. It's probably like a shift lead or somebody.
yeah, when I worked at Asda on a Sunday, we had to lock up the store.
What was funny was finding the store keys from Walmart for the one day we would actually lock the doors. The managers would always be looking for the damn key because nobody had the key to the front door.
Do
There's
you
a
have
couple of
24-hour
years-
Sunday stores? Or do they have like restricted hours on Sundays?
Only on sale of alcohol, but no, not on stores being open.
Yeah.
There's no
Because
restrictions.
over
on
here,
it being open.
they're only allowed to do 8 hours trading on a Sunday. And that's
If you want,
between 9 and 6 in the evening.
if you're a big corporation or a mom and pop store and you want to
6
stay open
hours.
until 2, you can stay open until 2 if you
A
want.
lot of the convenience stores stay open, but anything over, I think it's
Tesco-
like 1,000 square foot or
is-
something.
Tesco's is 10 till 5, as does 10 till 4, as does
Yeah.
11 till 5. It's only 6
Yeah.
hours.
It's 6 hours.
The only thing
Yeah.
that you'll see restrictions on with stores, and it's only in certain counties, in certain states, is the sale of alcohol on Sundays, and that just stems from old religious rules back in the day. They just never changed it.
Aki's is from 8:30 in the morning till 11:30 at night.
Yeah. I used to love the alcohol announcement at Asda. Quarter to 11 at night. This is
Oh,
your
yeah.
reminder. If you're going through the checkouts with any alcohol, you've got 15 minutes. Otherwise, I'm having it.
Not only that, but they don't sell cigarettes after 10 o'clock.
Oh, that doesn't matter. You can go in the gas station at 3 in the morning and buy cigarettes.
Yeah, they do over down here. You can get cigarettes anytime.
Now there are. They
Not at
don't.
supermarket, petrol stations, they all close and become automated after 10 o'clock at night.
Well, they might in Manchester. We're not that far forward yet.
Mm.
I think there is a restriction on lottery sale tickets at night here, but
Yeah, 7:30 every evening. It closes.
after a certain time that they won't do lottery tickets or scratch offs.
Oh, scratch offs is 24 if the store's open 24.
Mm.
But you can't cash it in after 7:30 in the evening.
Right, because they don't want to have large amounts of cash being handed out in the middle of the night.
No, the network switches off.
Yeah, the lottery network itself closes down because of the draws.
Yeah, I think that's a thing here too, but I'm not entirely sure. I can't remember offhand.
Yeah, it used to be on a Saturday, the lottery would close down at 7:30 and would reopen at 8:30 in the evening. But now the new company's took over. It closes down and stays down until 7 in the morning.
Because I want to say you can go in and buy scratch offs.
Yeah, you
I just
can.
don't. I think there's a certain time though of actually cashing them out over here.
Yeah, that's what we have.
Yeah, they actually cut them off at night over here. After
Yeah.
a certain time at night to in the morning.
But you can still buy them though. I don't
Yeah,
think
it's quite funny. There was
Yeah, they won't let us buy them after a certain time.
yeah, there was actually a news agent that got robbed of all its lottery scratch cards, and the guy obviously scratched them all off and tried to take all the winnings back in. Yeah, he forgot that every time they put them in them reels, they have to register the scratch cards to activate them. So he's coming in with all these scratch cards, and he was all like, "Sorry, mate, can't pay out on these." He went, "But this guy over here would like to have a word with you." Kidding.
I'll have to ask them. I'll have to ask one of the clerks in the gas station next time I'm in there. So I think there is a certain time. I'm just not sure when it is. I'm pretty sure I've tried to cash a lottery ticket at night at one point, and I was told I couldn't.
Yeah, we get told, "Come back tomorrow."
I do my lottery online, and if I win, it pays it straight into my account.
That's scary.
Over here, if it's over 600, I think you have to take it to the lottery office, which is in I think
Over
there's one
here,
in
500.
Orlando.
There is a not on the online ones, but you've got a limit as to how much you can cash in a store.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same.
Right. A store can refuse anything over 200, but some stores, the bigger stores, will pay up to 500. If it's anything, it used to be, but the post office have lost the contract to this. So I don't know where it's moved to. Anything below 1,000 or 5,000, your post offices, your bigger post offices, can pay it out. And anything over that, you have to either fill in the back of it and send it off, like a knobhead, or you contact the National Lottery. They arrange for you to come and claim it.
Yeah, I would never mail a ticket. Fuck that.
Mhm.
Cause think about the post office dude that's like delivering those, knowing that's where they're going, and probably takes one here, takes one there. Yeah, fuck that. I would never send a lottery ticket in the mail. I would spend the 2-hour drive to go to the lottery office for anything that I
Yeah.
had.
Could you imagine it though? You know, when you send it off, record delivery, and you take a picture, and it's just a picture of some random door. You're like, "Fuck, what are you doing with it?" Nah, I can't be doing that either.
Yeah, I would never send a lottery ticket off.
Would have your name and address on it.
Because that's the thing, is you don't have to have proof of purchase when you win the lottery. So if I find a lotto ticket on the ground and it's a winner, I can go turn it in.
You can over here unless they filled in the back.
Yeah.
Right, which nobody does over here. Nobody fills that shit in. But that's what I said, is like, if I find a lottery ticket on the ground, I don't have to have proof that I bought it. I can just walk in and say, "Hey, I want to cash this in."
Well, I mean, even not a winner, all you need to do is go and say, "Can you check this for me?" And they'll scan it and tell you whether it's a winner or not.
Yeah.
That's why there's been a couple of times over here where lottery pools, there's been a couple times where people have actually went and cashed a ticket and didn't split it like they were supposed to. And they tried
Over
suing
here,
them
you
for
have
it.
to have a signed contract to do that.
Yeah, you have to have a syndicate.
Yeah. But there was that shop, weren't there? News agents. He told he cashed in the ticket. And he went to the woman. "No, you haven't won." She went, "Oh, all right then." She'd actually won the £1 million raffle.
Oh yeah,
It's an extra
one that
thing.
the one that nobody ever checks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, over here, the lottery machine, when you take it into the
Yeah, it does now.
store.
If you win, it goes ding.
Yeah, and then also A lot of the stores actually have the little screen facing you when you come up to the register, so you can see
Yeah, it's support. It should
says
be
a
that
winner
way.
or not a winner.
But with scratch cards as well, I don't get why they don't have like little cash machines where you go and take it, you put it in, give it your bank details, and then the money comes into your bank account. Sorted.
Yeah, like an ATM. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
like if
just
it's
literally,
over.
if you've won, yeah, with all the codes and that on it, you put it in the machine, yeah, enter your bank details.
I'll just put your card. You have to put your bank card in, and it pays it into the bank card.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorted.
That depends. Like if
Very
it was
good.
like $1 million ticket though, I would rather walk in the lottery office and guarantee I'm getting that fucking money.
You just want the
You know
champagne.
what I'm saying?
You just want the free bottle of champagne, don't you?
I'm just
Yeah.
saying I would want to walk in there and guarantee that they have my information, they have the ticket, it's on record.
But
You know,
over
'cause-
here as well, I don't know if it's same over there. If you want to remain anonymous,
Yeah, you
they'll
can.
arrange to meet you because they have to do a photo. But you sign a thing to say you want to stay anonymous and everything, so they can't publish it.
I don't know about the meeting thing, but I know you
Yeah.
can.
But they will meet you at a random location, and if you've won over a certain amount, you can ask for something like I think it's like 30,000.
You can get a financial advisor as well.
Anything over $1 million, you have to have a financial advisor, and anything over 5 million, you get a bank account with Colts, which is the same bank as the King.
Now over here, you don't have to get a financial advisor, but that's a smart thing to do.
They advise you. They strongly advise, and
Like,
although
if
they
you're
give you the financial advisor, after a week you can just tell them to fuck off.
Like that's the thing is if you're somebody that's already a millionaire and you win, obviously you're already gonna kind of know how to deal with money like that. But if you're somebody that's never had that much money, yeah, that's the smart thing to do for sure.
Hmm.
I mean, I would take the free advisor if that's what they
Yeah.
gave me.
So we've
long
got
as I
this
felt like
financial
that.
advisor here. Yeah, we highly recommend you invest it into this company. Who's this company? Oh, it's just one we just set up right now. Oh, it's gone bust.
No, I mean, I totally understand why they offer that, and I think that's a good idea.
I'm
At the
55
end of
now.
the day.
If I work out that I'm going to stay alive for about another 15 years, that means I can spend so much a year.
Yeah.
And I ain't got nobody to leave it to when I go. So
Well, I see it this way. If I win, even if I win online, I can guarantee my fucking lottery ticket will blow away. Just that style up. I never forget that time he was walking along Basildon bus station. I wanted to get a lottery ticket. And Laura was like, "Oh, I want a pasty." All right, I've got £2 left and it's for the lottery. Yeah, but I want a pasty. Fine, fuck off. Go and get yourself a pasty. Yeah. 1,800 quid I would have won. Now that's an expensive pasty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I played off of a dollar lottery ticket for like 2 weeks straight. I won a $1 lottery ticket for a free ticket, went back, got a free ticket. I won $10. So I went and spent $5 on another ticket, and then I won like, what was it, like 20 or 30? And I just kept winning. It wasn't large amounts, it was just enough. And I would always spend half of what I would win on the next ticket to buy more tickets. And I did it for like 2 weeks straight. I just kept winning. But then I didn't end up winning it. I think the biggest amount I won was like $50.
Yeah. Over here
See,
now. Since this new company's taken over in February, now you scratch the scratch card off, and I don't know why you don't just put "Thanks for your money, you cunt," because you ain't winning.
Yeah, I'm the type if I say I go and buy a $5 ticket and I win $100, I'll I'll spend what I actually spent to begin with, and then I'll keep the rest. So like if I win $100, I'll go back and I'll spend $5 what I originally spent to begin with. And I'll see if I win again. If I don't win again, I'll just walk away with the rest of the money.
Yeah. Well, if I
Mm.
ever win the big jackpot, you know, like
Oh, it's
Any-
tonight. It's
anything over, yeah, anything over 10 million, I'll go back to the government and say, right, thank you for my social security for the last X amount of years, looking after me while I was sick. Here's your money back. I'm off.
Mm. No, it's not
Alright.
taxable. Screw that.
I know it's not taxable, but it's the right thing to do.
88 million tonight. The Euro Millions.
And as they've already got the posters for Friday, yeah, to say it's 100 million,
Ah,
right?
well, that's what's it, isn't it?
Shit,
Yeah.
88
Not a
million.
special.
That's chump change over here for a lottery. Our lottery has been consistently hitting over $1 billion.
Well, stop.
Yeah, but you've got it over so many states. But what
This
you
is
know when it's going to be a rollover? Just asking Asda.
Hey.
Just have you got the posters for Friday? And they'll say, yeah. You go, what does it say? If they say the lottery money's gone up, you know it's a scam. You're going to
I
roll.
mean, it's a difference in population size too, right? I mean, we have like
Yeah.
way more people, so there's a lot more people playing the lottery. So,
Yeah.
yeah, they're gonna have bigger lottery pools over here. Like I said, $88 million jackpot, that would be actually kind of small over here. Like
Yeah,
they're
well,
usually a couple
that
hundred
starts-
mil or bigger.
that starts off at 14 million.
Now
Yeah.
I'm not spitting on
when it's
88
won,
million
and
and
then
being
it
like,
goes
oh,
up. Yeah.
Right.
like I wouldn't spit at $88 million though. I'm just saying.
No.
it's
Here's
fine.
one for you, Mark. Right?
Mhm.
It's the set amount that they take in goes into the lottery fund, yeah?
Yeah.
So if it starts off when it's won, the next lottery draw is 14 million, right? Fine.
That's not enough.
Why does it only go up
Playbook.
in 5 millions or 6 millions?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's good.
Just a swindle in
No,
it.
it
I was
goes
close
up by,
at 20
it
million.
goes up by about 10.
No, you check. It's always about 5 million, 6 million.
No, it was 77. Was it 77 on Friday? It's gone up 11.
There's no way
Yeah,
it's
but
gone
when
up
you
11.
had, when you had 20 million, it's not worth playing.
Yeah, but some of your ticket sales might
Mm.
be into that as well, though.
Well, it's
Yeah,
£2.50
ticket sales determine the
Yeah.
value.
a ticket.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if it's a set amount, right? So if you've got 150 million jackpot, right? You expect that to go up more because more people are going, fucking hell, I want that, I want that, I want that. Right?
It might
And then
not
when
be
it
a
goes, but when it goes,
One.
it's guaranteed it starts off at 14 million.
yeah, but it might
Mm-hmm.
not be a set amount. It might go on how much they've sold in tickets as
It
well.
is how much they sold.
That
That's what
might-
I'm trying to say. It's always a set amount of how much you think. I think it's something like 50% goes into the big jackpot. Right? So,
Mm.
It'd be
If after the first
$1.25
draw-
for each ticket.
yeah.
20.
So after the first draw, it's 14 million, right? So nobody's won anything, 14 million. The next draw, you would think, okay, it's now going to be 28 million, but it's not. It's like 20 million. Yeah. And then it'll go up 28 million. 32
And
million.
another thing too
like that.
is a lot of people buy more than one ticket. Some people go in and spend $20, $30.
Yeah, but you're
Oh
not
my
quite
God.
actually grasping what I'm saying. If
No,
the
I get what you're
first
saying.
prize is 14 million, you would think it'd go up by 14 million every time because the same players will be paying. You wouldn't expect it to drop so much.
Yeah, I don't know then. That all depends on how they do it. I don't know how your lottery system works.
It's a big
I-
swindle.
Honestly, I'm not even entirely sure how ours exactly works.
Yeah,
Yeah,
usually
I
owned-
don't understand. I don't understand the whole gambling thing anyway.
Yeah. It used to be owned by a Canadian company called Scamelot. Sorry, Camelot.
Yeah,
They
I was
hated it
close
when I
to
used
20
to.
million, and it depends on how much sales. It could
Yeah.
jump. It could jump 15 million. It could jump 20 million.
Let's have a
Sometimes it
look.
jumps more. It depends on. Usually in the first few weeks, it doesn't jump much. Once it starts getting into the 100 and 200 millions, it starts jumping a lot bigger.
Right, the jackpot tonight is 88 million. The jackpot on Friday just gone was 80,134,000. So it's gone up by 8 million.
Exactly. So why is it there's more money in the pot? More people will be playing, obviously, because people get greedy when it gets to big amounts. Yeah. Why is it only going up 8 million and not 14 million?
So that it can start at 14 million next time.
I don't know. You just have to look up the way it runs, and then you can figure that out.
And tomorrow night, the UK lottery is 8.4 million.
Yeah, you remember when the UK lottery used for like 32 million?
Yeah, and
Now,
now they've capped it.
yeah, but now it rolls over 6 times and it
Yeah.
still only gets to like 12 million.
Yeah.
And it used to be £1 a go, now it's £2.
Yeah, and at that point, they, instead of paying a jackpot out, it's not one, they split the jackpot down the prizes so that you get more for each other prize.
Well, they claim it's a big win for them and split the rest. Because if you actually look, when you add it all up and you split it down, it doesn't add up.
Yeah, the one tonight, the Mega Million tonight, I think almost 600 million.
Yeah, it never gets past about 190 million, I think, is the highest it's got to.
Yeah, it's supposed to cap out at 190.
Yeah, the Mega Million and the Powerball here don't cap. They've had it over $1 billion.
Oh, it's been over $1 billion quite a few times over the last couple of years.
Yeah, because they added numbers. It went from like 56 to 65 numbers.
Yeah.
Ours was
65 numbers. And how many do you have to get for that? Is it 6?
All of them.
Yeah,
You
no,
gotta
but how
get
many?
6 numbers. You gotta get 6 numbers, then you got to get one of the 65 Mega Million.
So our biggest jackpot ever was November 7th, 2022. It was 2.4 billion.
Yeah. See, our lottery's a bit weird as well because we only have to get 6 numbers for the jackpot. But then they do have a bonus ball, but that's only valid for 5 numbers. It's not valid for anything else. It's weird.
5 numbers in the bone. No, it is. Oh, no, it used to be. But
it used to be. You used to have 4, didn't they?
Yeah.
But now they're taking that away.
You used to
they add another.
But
But if they add an extra number too, it also takes your chances of winning way down too.
Yeah, but the bonus ball is only between 1 and 10.
12.
Is it 12?
Yeah.
On Euro Millions, it's only 1 and 10. But there are 2 bonus balls, so you've got to get 5 numbers plus the 2 numbers between 1 and 10.
Yeah, no.
5 numbers between 1 and 50, and then 2 numbers between 1 and 10.
Yeah.
And when you add up the odds of that, it's a hell of a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a 1 in not in a open house chance.
Yeah. Well, it's 50 times 49 times 48 times 47 times 46 times 10 times 9.
You've got more chance of being struck by lightning while charging your phone, right? And getting hit by a fire engine and an airplane and a meteorite all at the same time. That's the odds of winning.
Well, the thing is like,
and it's Sod's Law.
Still coming today.
Yeah, it'll be Sod's Law. I'll win and I'll get hit by that fucking meteorite.
Yeah, but I hate that when people say, "Oh, lottery's just to keep people poor." No, because you choose to put your money in there and play it at the end of the day.
Of course it is.
So to say it's a tax on poor people, that's kind of bullshit to me, because whether you're poor or rich or you're playing the lottery, you're spending that money willingly.
Yeah.
forced on you.
Yeah, it's not like you're being forced to play.
Well, over here it used to be £1 to play, but now it's £2 to play. And you know, they lost a lot of players when they did that. Everyone's asking for them to reduce the numbers back down to 49, reduce the price back down to £1, but cap the jackpots. Yeah, so the smaller prizes, because on the Euro Millions, it pisses me off. Right, you'll get, say, you have to get 2 numbers and 1 bonus ball to start winning. Right, and sometimes you'll get 4 numbers and the bonus ball. You think, oh, well, if the first prize was £2.80, you're gonna at least get a like 100, 500,000. Nope, you get £1.60. Fuck off.
Yeah, that's
Okay, everybody. On that note, I think I'm going to call it.
all right.
Yeah, I call it Scamelot.
Paul's
Because
ready to
Joe's
go take a
Joe's
nap.
got the grandbaby coming here shortly.
Don't blame it on Joe. You want to go take a nap? You're over there falling asleep.
What didn't you say she was going to be there anytime or what?
Supposed to be at 11.
Trying to blame the rest of the panel for his wanting to take a nap.
She was supposed to be there at 11.
Yeah, she's late.
And Justin
I'll
Law's
catch
playing
y'all later.
Fortnite anyway.
All right. I'll catch y'all later.
Okay,
you later.
everybody. We'll see ya.
I will see you after the game.